1.5 million followers.
Let me
Their
get.
earliest videos on TikTok date back to around
Let me get the
2021.
remote though,
So it's safe to assume that
cause
this was around the time they began leaning heavily into content creation as a full-on family brand. And to be
y'all be letting these YTs get paid off of y'all all day and every way. Man, this dude is exposing these people called the Lit Family. Y'all hit that like button, I swear. It is 6 children. They're supposed to be famous TikTokers. I'm trying to set the phone up, y'all, so you're gonna get a little wobbly for a second. And crazy stuff been going on. Okay, crazy stuff. Hold on, cause I'm about to drop something. Like I got too many things in my hands. I said we finna have documentary night. Oh, by the way, here's an announcement. I'm doing a marathon. It's the Ronnie Doe Marathon. If you know who Ronnie Doe is, you know who Ronnie Doe is. Hit the like button when you come in the door. I'll let y'all know when we are doing that marathon. Give me 1 second because I'm trying to get this set up. But I'll let you know when we're doing the Ronnie Doe Marathon. It will be soon. Gotta make sure I got everything lined up. And it's gonna be a whole day event. That's how crazy this situation is. That's how deep it is. That's how much footage we gonna have to go over. It's gonna be an all day Ronnie Doe. That if you don't know who Ronnie Doe is, that's Christian Rock's ex, you know, the one that was saying the baby was his, and then he mysteriously 2 months later, just 2 months later, got taken off the face of the earth. Oh yeah, hit that like button. Now this is about the Lit family, y'all. The Lit family. I start the video when you hit the like button. If it's 2 people in here, I should see 2 likes. Hit that like button twice. Even if you're the Lit family, hit the like button. It's 3 people. Hit the like button or get the fuck out. How about that? See how we playing with it. Not playing. Let me go get a snack. Hit the motherfucking like button. You come up in my sheets. Yeah, hit that like button. Will come up in my mind. I like mine. Hit the like button. You better hit the like button. You better hit the like button. Oh, I wanna see some likes on the video. I wanna see some likes on the video. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you come in the door, hit the like button. Ooh. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Y'all hit the like? Cause if you ain't hit the like, oh y'all ain't hit the like? Okay, good. Well, you just gonna stay at the screen then. How about that? I got plenty of things I can do. The disrespect has to stop. Hit that like button, y'all. Unless YouTube is hiding the likes. Which I'm down. But, you know, you never know. You never know. You never know. Let me see. Y'all hit that like button yet? I only got one like. Okay, so the like button is working. Let me get my other what's the name from over here so I can be checking up on y'all. Where is it? 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 I don't know. Oh, damn. That ain't it either. Y'all hit that like button. It's 2 people. I want them likes to match up with what we looking at. It ain't gonna kill you. Y'all act like it's gonna kill you to hit the like button. If that's so, then you shouldn't stop. I'm not gonna go to nobody video where it's gonna kill me to hit the like button. Where in the world is that sucker at? Let me make some sage so I can run y'all on up out of here with that bullshit. Let me see. Jungle fever. Jungle fever. We're in love. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I'll put some sage over here on y'all. Cause something wrong with y'all. Coming up in here and don't want to hit the like button. You gonna hit that like button. Or you gonna just be staring at, I don't know, I don't even know who she is. Got an ice cream cone making me want some ice cream. Yeah, but they said the lit family. I said, what in the world? Man. How y'all gonna get on social media with that mess and get exposed all over the place? I got jungle fever. She's got jungle fever. We got jungle fever. We're in love. Hit the like button. 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 Do, do, do. Let's see, I need to probably start from the beginning. Put some more sage on y'all over here. Y'all hit that like button yet? Okay, good. You took your ass on up out of here? Cool. I like that even better. Holla.
Fair before everything blew up, their content was performing extremely well. They often pulled in millions of views, and their combined reach across platforms.
Welcome. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. You come up in here, you gotta hit that like button. I thank you. That's common courtesy. Just like wiping your feet on the rug. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. Go ahead, hit that like button. I should have went through StreamYard or something so I could put that on across the screen. Y'all hit that like button. I only got 2 likes, 6 people watching. I need some more likes. That's just a common thing. It's free for you to do. All you gotta do is step out, hit the button. You can step back in or you can keep moving. It don't matter to me. One bit. Whichever you decide to do. Let's see what we looking at right here. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's see how much they gonna run. Greetings, everybody in the chat. What's up, Jonah? Makes sense now when you type. Don't come in here trolling, because I'm going to get you on up out of here. I don't play with people's children. All right? What's a common word that y'all can't spell? You got a common word you can't spell? I'm waiting for y'all to hit that like button, by the way. Let me go and type that in the chat. Let me get my moderator working. It's good to see y'all. You got some money? You want me to show my face? You got some money? Because it sounds like you're making a request. I might can accommodate you. You want my cash out? I'll give you my cash out, baby. Say, this is so absolutely funny. Oh, yeah. It was. That's why, yeah. I'm going to put his ass on blast in a minute. Thank y'all for commenting on that situation with old girl. You know what I'm talking about? Because I almost forgot about him. But I appreciate you because I'm going to get him. Soon as I get through with this stream right here. I just was going to let y'all come along. Well, I see what the hell going on with the Light family. Lit family? Is it Lit family? Yeah, Lit family. All right, we got 3 people watching and 3 likes. And I'm letting y'all cheat. Just know that, because them likes was there before y'all got here. They was there before y'all got here. It don't matter to me if I press play or not. I could just sit here like this all day. I'm going to tell you. And just, you know, power up. And it's all good. And keep on doing what I'm doing. And just wait for y'all to come in and hit the like button like you should. Like you should. You gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Coming over here. Don't disrespect me. You hit the like over and all the other videos you go through. You ring that like button up. Because it's your favorite YouTuber or whatever. I don't care what your reasoning is. But all I'm saying is common courtesy. Because it's very important. If it wasn't important, would it bother me? No. I wouldn't care at all if you hit it or didn't hit it. If you hit it and quit it, if you hit it and admitted it. And y'all know that. That's why you're onto YouTube. So you know that there wasn't no problem. Get your ass out of here. And put it on there. There we go. There we go. You wasn't even here. What you mean? I just started it a little while ago. I just started it 13 minutes ago. And let me see. Let's see what's going on.
As a rising family influencer unit, they present themselves.
Wait a minute, was
as
she smoking?
energetic, connected, and always on. It
was that ice cream fog or whatever. Am I tripping?
They also maintain 2 main YouTube channels. The first, simply titled The Lit Family, has gained over 340,000 subscribers. The second, The Lit Sisters, currently has over 550,000 subscribers on its own. Then, of course, there's their TikTok page, which boasts more than 2.5 million followers. Their earliest videos on TikTok date back to around 2021, so it's safe to assume that this was around the time they began leaning heavily into content creation as a full-on family brand. And to be fair, before everything blew up, their content was performing extremely well. They often pulled in millions of views, and their combined reach across platforms had them labeled as a rising family influencer unit. They present themselves as energetic, connected, and always on. It was the type of content that's easy to watch without thinking too deeply about what's going on behind the scenes. While the parents and son appeared in videos frequently, it's clear that the daughters played a much bigger role in maintaining the channels. Their videos drew higher engagement, had more effort put into them, and were often the ones going viral. For example, the Lit Sisters anthem music video reached over 5 million views, and the girls have been making content like this from a very young age. However, despite all the content, effort, and work these kids...
so it's a career for them. I'm talking about, wow, 5 million. Y'all hit the like button. It's only 3 likes, and it's 8 people in the chat, and that ain't adding up. So I need y'all to hit that like button. But wow. Okay. This is my first time hearing about them, so this is interesting. I believe so. Now, I'm not even going to sit here and lie. I did a little searching. Well, I ain't going to say searching. I just surfed their name. And it's something about them streaming and child abuse on, that's all I know. So, we gonna see what the deal is. Because, I just don't even, that's crazy. But I need some more likes, y'all, before we can continue. So, whenever y'all want to hit that like button, do your thing, baby. Do your thing. Do your thing. Tell them, Jonah. Tell them hit that like button. I appreciate y'all chatting in the chat box, because that helps get that helps with the views too. I don't know why I can't pin a comment. Let me see if I can pin. I want to pin my moderator's comment. I got jungle fever. She's got jungle fever. We got jungle fever. We're in love. Oh, that's messed up. I'm trying to pin it, but the thing is in the way. Let's see if I can push it down. Boy, I'm coming up with all these obstacles. And the main obstacle is y'all not hitting the like button. See, now we down to 3 and 3. So, since we down to 3 and 3, let's see if we can get it right. Get it right, get it tight. Boom, boom. Get it right, get it tight. Since we down to 3 and 3, we're gonna go ahead and continue.
Were contributing, not to mention the income it brought in, they were not being treated well behind closed doors. According to the daughters, they were pressured and forced into filming, rarely given any financial compensation, and treated more like employees than children. Not long ago, the Litt family was seen as a picture-perfect, tight-knit, fun household. But now that the truth is out, the parents are looking very, very bad. So this whole drama really took off on TikTok after Jazzy was kicked out of the house. It's still unclear who originally posted the video, but sometime around July 2025, a video showing Jazzy being forced out of the home began circulating online, and it went everywhere. It's also important to mention that Jazzy had just turned 18 this month, but the incident itself reportedly happened back in May, meaning she was still a minor when she was removed from the home. The viral video shows her father recording her during the confrontation, and you can clearly see him provoking her throughout the situation. Wow. According to him, the fight started because Jazzy was allegedly inviting random boys she barely knew into the house. Meanwhile, in the footage, Jazzy is repeatedly denying the accusation.
Okay, tell the vlog that, yep, you want to hang out with the boys, instead of going to the sister. Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, no.
You got to stop being like that. You got to stop being like that, Jazzy. You got to make the right decision. Your decisions are bad. Your decisions are bad.
Oh, no. No. I'm going to say this right away. I don't know if he's faking for content or what, but one thing I can say, when you're not really a creative, which these people probably won't, because if you, they probably wouldn't. They probably just did that because, hey, this is money, right? But that's the problem. Because you start running out of ideas, and then you sit up there and you start making up stuff. And when you got children involved, it's not cool. It's not cool. If that girl asks him to stop streaming, he should. If she said, get the camera out my face, I don't care what the situation is. I don't agree with none of that shit. You get that camera out her face. If somebody tell you get the camera out their face, you get the camera out their face, period. Nah. Especially since he probably using her for content. Oh, hold on, y'all. We got 8 people in the chat and only 3. Now, come on now. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We ain't doing that there, blow. yourself. Don't play yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. I'll be back in a minute, y'all. See if we hit that like button. So you won't have no interruptions. Y'all just hit that damn button. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? 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 Let's see if I can gain some weight. You know, get some booty booty, some thighs, yeah. If you don't hit the like button, you can go home. If you don't hit the like button, you can go home. Get it on the floor, get it on the floor. Get it on the floor, get it on the floor. If you don't hit the like button, you can go home. If you don't hit the like button, you can go home. Home. Let's see if this is flavored just right. Ooh. Ah. We got that like button up? Okay. Or you leave. That's what I'm talking about. All right, just me and you, one person. I hope you hit that like. Yeah, he should have took that camera out her face.
Wow. You just curse your mama out. Ooh, you going up. God bless you. All because of boy. You want to bring a boy in the house. You don't even know him. You don't know the boy. Adios.
The tone of the interaction in this video really sets people off.
Ooh, red peppers.
The father's demeanor came across as cold,
Childish,
condescending, and intentionally humiliating. Despite Jazzy clearly stating that she did not want to be filmed, he continued recording anyway.
Why didn't he say childish?
There was absolutely no concern in his voice. Not for her emotional state, not for her safety.
AI narrator.
Nothing. His priority seemed to be winning the argument and proving her wrong in front of an audience, rather than supporting his own child during a highly emotional moment. Following this, Jazzy uploaded several videos to her own channel confirming that yes, her parents had kicked her out, and she firmly denied the claims about inviting boys into the home. In another widely shared clip, Jazzy also claims that her mother leaked her phone number online, which resulted in her receiving constant calls.
Yeah, if her mom leaked her number online, if that's true, listen, just because you're somebody's parent, and we all might not know this. We might not know it right away. We might not know it at all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. But just because you're somebody's parent, that don't mean you could just do them dirty. If her mom leaked her number online, she need to be held legally accountable for that. Yeah, if that girl said she didn't have boys in the house, maybe she did. Maybe she did. I could tell just by the way the father sound. He probably was taunting her for content. Y'all, them likes ain't adding up. Hit that like button. Hit the like. This is good and spicy. I'll hit play when y'all hit that like button. Hit the like. This is juicy. Potato and broccoli soup. What's up, Phenomenal Phoenix? I'm watching something about the Lit family. Apparently they was very popular on, well, still are very popular on TikTok. I never heard of them, but they're being exposed for a lot of drama. A lot of drama. I'm just waiting on y'all to hit that like on my lemonade. On my lemonade, baby. It's some good lemonade. Hit the like button. We only have four likes, 6 people. That don't add up. Like button. Yeah, it's like 6 children. Heck, we see already. They got the father taunting the daughter. She's saying, "Get the camera out my face." He ain't getting the camera out of her face. That's telling a whole lie right there. That's telling a whole lie right there. That's abuse. That ain't right. She's saying, "Get that camera out her face." You gotta get the camera. Hey, y'all, hit that like button. I don't know what's taking you so long. It's 6 of you. It's 6 of you, 4 likes. Probably all 6 of you have not hit that like button. Unless Phenomenal Phoenix is still here, because I know you hit the like button. I could tell. You the type that hit the like button. I could tell. I'm gonna do my next live through StreamYard, I think. Well, I don't know if it'll be the next. No, it won't be the next one. Because the next one is going to be that marathon. So it'll be soon. How about that? We'll just do it like that. Yeah, it's crazy because I don't know. I don't know enough about what's going on. But just to see them all over the social media with the drama and stuff, it's like you got to take a lot of things into consideration before you start putting your family on here like that. I could see if you do a post here and there, but you trying to make this your life. You trying to make this like your career for everybody. I don't think that's a good idea for a family. I don't think it's a good idea for a couple, or maybe an individual, but when it's just you, it's on you. You can try it out, reverse it, anything. You can maneuver around it all when it's just you. But then when you get the people, because everybody not going to behave the same online. And it's going to be people that's going to come for you. They going to see something somebody else didn't see. Oh, you see that in the background? And they going to make up a whole story, or, pick on people or pull up your past and all that. Some people, that stuff will bother them. I don't think people should have their children on here like that. I just don't think that they should do that, y'all. I really don't. And we can see how the results can lay out. For clearly for this family, y'all hit that like, 7 people watching, and we only 9 people, and we only have 4 likes. That ain't right. See, y'all trying to abuse me. I might have to come back and do another video so I can tell about how y'all be abusing me in this chat. Because if that's not abuse, I don't know what is. Like how y'all just roll up in here and don't be hitting that like button. If you've never been here before, how did you find out I was live if you're not even subscribed? The couple of likes that I did get is how you found out. I guarantee that's how it works. That's how it works. You know, likes help your channel and your video get recommended. So while you're live, oh yeah, them likes matter. Them likes matter because they'll tell YouTube, oh, people are enjoying this video. You should go check it out. You know, more people should check it out, and then YouTube show it to other people who happen to be online. Like, hey, there's somebody who's live right now. Why don't you go over there and see what they're talking about? Yep, that's how that works. 5 people watching, 4 likes. I ain't selling for no shorts. Let me get that 1 like, baby. Let me get it. Let me get it. Or we can do other things, talk about other things, or we can have some silence. I don't mind being in silence. Thank you, Phenomenal Phoenix. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I wonder what kind of things are you into? Because while we waiting on them to hit that like button, ooh, we can talk about it. I am very, very, very versatile. I do try to keep it on the same subject while we, you know, on a certain live, like having a particular subject like this. But I'm thinking about streaming, y'all. Nothing I do would be like all day, constantly and stuff like that. However, I am considering doing some Twitch, doing some OnlyFans. Yes, I said OnlyFans. And that's I am. So let me hit the like. Okay, look
This
like
was
a
the spark that
sandwich.
ignited everything, and from here the situation only gets worse.
A fighter jet dog fight.
I'm with my sister.
What?
Like, I'm so confused. Leaking numbers is just like dragging. As a parent, leaking your daughter's number.
Around this time, Jazzy had already moved out of the house, but her younger sister Daisy was still living with her parents, and according to the sisters, still stuck in an abusive environment. Soon, posts began circulating claiming that Daisy, who was only about 15 at the time, had also attempted to run away from home. Jazzy, who was still in contact with her sister, shared several images with her audience showing...
Yeah, so I saw something about that. It said that she put the marks on herself. Listen, y'all, on this part, I can only speak from my opinions and my experiences because I don't know these people. This is the first time they come across my page. I have no idea what's going on for real. But that's what I saw. They said, listen, I was already living on my own when I was 12 years old. So, you know, I get it. And being in a troubled environment at 15, if her sister had her own place, I'd be like, sis, can I come stay with you? You know I can't be there. Can I come stay with you? Y'all hit that like button. There's 7 people watching. It was a Sukio 57 versus an F16. Now, I have an idea what we're talking about for sure. However, you say they got a fighter jet dog fight. Man, don't make me look up fighter jet dog fights. Because I will.
Visible bruises around Daisy's
And that might
eyes.
start
She
cement.
alleged that her
Because I
father
might
had physically
like that.
assaulted her. Unfortunately, this wasn't just speculation, because shortly after, another video surfaced.
Oh,
In this
wow.
clip, Daisy's parents can be heard physically dragging her back into the house, while Daisy's heard repeatedly accusing them of putting their hands on her, restraining
wow.
her, and forcing her to return against her will.
Oh, okay. I gotta save some of these videos. I gotta check this out. I didn't think it was gonna be a real thing. Oh my God.
Go in the house. Don't talk. Go in the house.
This one say the bloodiest day of the Vietnam War. Oh my God, what?
I grabbed you by your jacket. You got me.
Look, see, that's the red in the face. You got disrespect.
they are gonna.
Look how disrespectful you is. Look at you. You don't sit there and get your mama this.
Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not feeling this, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna sue them. I doubt that they want to, but they didn't ask for this. This was something their parents came up with and told them, hey, this is what we doing. Y'all hit the like. 8 people watching, 4 in the like. Listen, I just can't get with the father recording their drama and then ad-libbing like you the man of the house. I can't have no respect for him doing that. He talking about, look at what you done did. Look at what you done did. With a camera in his hand while he's showing the world inside his house. I didn't grow up like that. Nah, we don't. You don't put people in your inside business like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. They don't pay enough for this. They don't pay enough for this. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir.
You gonna say that?
Listen, she
What you calling for?
In response to the photos of the bruises and the backlash online, their mother claimed that Daisy's self-abuse and insisted that neither parent caused the marks seen on her face. This explanation was supposed to clear their names, but it only raised even more red flags. Because watching that footage, listening to the tone of the interaction, and seeing how both parents reacted, it's pretty hard to believe that everything is just being misunderstood. Their behavior doesn't show concern, care, or parental support. It shows control, manipulation, and emotional intimidation. And even if, for the sake of argument, their claim about self-harm is true, the question then becomes, why is a 15-year-old child in such visible emotional distress under their care? What kind of environment would make a young teenager harm herself to such an extent? Why was there no therapy, no professional intervention, no compassion? Either way you look at it, the situation reflects severe failure in parenting. To give you a clearer example of how the parents mistreat their daughters and even manipulate their young son for their own benefit, let's talk about this one particular clip. For context, the parents had reportedly confiscated Daisy's devices, which meant she couldn't stay in contact with her sisters. Meanwhile, her older sisters were recording their conversations to provide proof and share what was happening on social media, hoping to get Daisy help. This, of course, only made the parents angrier. In the clip, Daisy trying to speak to Jazzy using her younger brother's iPhone, but he keeps blocking her from talking. It's painfully clear he's acting under the influence of what he's been told, because a child that age doesn't just pick sides like that on their own.
I'm going through it. I need to get out.
Did the police come see you today?
Oh, let me tell you about that. I can't tell her about that. She's literally asking me a question about the police.
I said,
He wants to talk.
buddy, why you can't let us talk to her real fast? Like,
He wants his phone. He's being weird.
just say it really fast.
Bro, the cops came to the house. I'm going downstairs. Every time no, let me go. Can I tell her? Look at how goofy this is.
King, look,
Wow.
you're right here. You're right there. Just let us talk to her.
Goofy. I can't even explain. You told me talk to Nadia. You came to my door.
All right, say it. King,
Yeah,
why
this
you
is
can't
annoying.
be? Desi, hurry up and say it.
The cops came to the door. And they said, shut up.
Why she can't talk? Can
She said the
talk?
cops came to the door about 10 times. They acting, man. They being dramatic. They acting. She ain't that slow.
To give the audience a little more perspective,
The cops came
during
to the
live
door
stream
over and
of
over
another
again.
sister, Jazzy explained that their brother is actually fine, but their parents have been feeding him a twisted version of events to turn him against his sisters. In her words, they're brainwashing him to believe
I mean,
that his
he's
older
younger. He
siblings
gonna
are
be on the
problem.
parent
There's
side.
some things out. You got something request in my life? King is fine. They treat him like a king because he's just a little 11-year-old, and it's so easy to lie to a kid because a kid won't understand. They're gonna be like, "Oh, this is my mom, this is my dad. I'm gonna believe them." That's what I used to think when I was little, and they were just making me do all these videos. and all these little skits when Desi and King. And I thought it was so cool. I'm so cool. I'm getting.
Y'all
I'm
hit
getting
that
this.
like.
I'm on YouTube. Woohoo! As I got older, they're just using us. When you get older.
Y'all hit that like. It's 12 people watching, only 4 likes. That's unacceptable. Listen, I don't know why she got that bonnet like that, but that's annoying. I wish she just pulled it up a little bit instead of like looking up under it. Like, it's got a scarf and does remind me though. I gotta make some more bonnets. Y'all wanna join us so long? Hit the like, y'all. Hit the like. Lemonade good too. Hit the like. Hit the like so I can get on through this, because after this I'm gonna work out. I guess they decided to leave. Well, some of them. Any kind of time, anyway, that like button is less than the people in the chat, I gotta stop the video. If you're coming in door, just hit the like. That's all. Just hit the like. If you don't like me requesting to hit the like, then you can go be somewhere else. It's okay.
You actually need things in life and you turn 18, you need a car, you need this, you need that. You'll realize that you worked hard for nothing on YouTube just for your parents to take it. I worked hard at a young age just for when I grow up and I have a lot of stuff. And I keep posting. Like,
at this point, I have an opinion. I believe it's highly likely that these parents might be guilty of all this. Because ain't no way. If they going to have these children doing this YouTube thing as a whole career, like they're paying their bills, everything from it, like they're working, these children, and you already decided to put them in their family business online. Children are cold. They gonna go to school. Greetings, Roberto. They gonna go to school, get ridiculed and everything. And then you didn't put no money aside for them. She 18 and she saying she ain't got no money. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
Wow. It's not even making sense what I'm saying to y'all probably. But
it's okay. Because I'm going to keep doing it.
What? Yes.
Until I get
go live off the lip.
until I get a regular group of people over here that just hit the like button. Like we don't have to do this. But it's like I never get likes like I should. And one thing I usually don't do is be like, y'all hit the like button, y'all. Well, I am now. I am now. Because that's part of how you grow. By people hitting the like and commenting in the chat, commenting under the video. Those are 2 very important things for people watching your video to do. Make a comment and hit the like button. It's better than sharing, because if you share, the goal for those people would be to hit the like button and to make a comment, and they may or may not.
You can join. Try to join it. Wait, what line you on? My same line. Oh, why did he kick you off? No, it said you have age restriction, and then I said okay, and I took you off. Oh, I mean not age restriction. You have life restriction. Yeah, you can join back. So you and Zari.
I feel sorry for them children.
My mom always acts so innocent. She does evil things. I'm gonna show y'all this video where my dad was calling my And all of us thought we was going at it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, we was cussing, so don't mind the language.
Sure was.
We'll do the most, y'all, because we was fed.
Yeah, show that little clip. She recorded in the last minute.
I'm gonna show y'all. I recorded when we was
So I was cussing him out because who he feeling like.
Oh,
And I ain't never cussed him out a day in my life, bro. You heard it now.
Oh, wow.
You heard it today.
Wow.
Look at the video I posted.
Ah.
Who posted? Let me look at it. Let me go. I am a lawyer. Ew, I hate my boy. I was mad, y'all. Please.
He's alright, mind y'all. In this video, he FaceTime and he was like, he was calling us saying, you would thought, flexing the house to your own kids that helped you get that. Saying you would thought. So my sister was mad up top and she was talking.
Wow.
Look at him, y'all. Look at him. Petty. Look at him.
He is really saying that.
I was cussing him out. Y'all hear that? Yup. Y'all
Yeah,
I
he
do
got
it all.
mad because he started calling us the thought when we know what we is. He called us
His
all
own
dogs the thought because you don't
yeah.
have nothing to say because every time.
Now that's a
Jazzy
bad.
also posted
That's a bad dude.
conversation with Daisy around this
He
time.
ain't no good.
In it, Daisy admits that their father physically dragged her back home when she tried to run away. He came barefoot after her, and what happened next was not pretty at all. She also says that their mother and brother stood by and watched, doing nothing to stop what was happening.
Wow.
Blood dripping on his back. I felt this. I saw blood. I'm just like, you let him do this.
Oh man.
He ran my bag in the garage.
Oh my gosh.
He closed the garage. I can't run out. BJ and King and Mommy and Sappy, I can't run out. When I try to run out, I'm just like, why are y'all doing this to me? Why are y'all doing this? I don't think. So he's standing right there. He said, you shut the
Well, they're not having. What do you mean that wig is lopsided?
for my own defense.
They got.
The pole was so heavy. The pole was so heavy, I really can't even move the pole.
As all of this was unfolding, more of the older daughters began speaking up. Another sister, Naya, who's older than Jazzy, came forward with her own disturbing experiences. She alleged that at one point, her father became so violent that he choked her, cutting off her airway to the point she struggled to breathe.
Choked her.
And once again, according to her, the mother simply stood there watching, saying nothing and doing nothing to intervene.
In the last video, came and charged at me and took me and threw me down on the bed.
What?
Mind y'all, he was choking me like this, like squeezing this part. And that's where you cannot breathe.
What?
And so I'm noticing I can't breathe. And so like as I'm yelling, like I'm you can't hear me. And I was like, mind y'all, if y'all wondering where my mom was, she's right by the door watching all this happen. Only thing she's saying is, babe, stop. Babe, stop. She didn't even step foot in the room to even try to stop me.
The pattern is undeniable. Multiple siblings separated in age and time, all describing the same tactics. Physical aggression, emotional manipulation, and the mother who enabled it all in silence. Both Jazzy and Naya stated that their mother, despite acting sweet, soft-spoken, and almost angelic online, had a consistent pattern of emotionally abusing them in private. She would rarely, if ever, step in to defend them. According to the girls, both parents would frequently gaslight them by saying things like, "We gave you a house, we provided everything for you," while completely ignoring the fact that their daughters were the ones who helped build the family brand, brought in engagement, and essentially earned the money that funded their lifestyle in the first place. During another live stream, Naya spoke in more detail about what Daisy was going through. She claimed that the abuse wasn't just physical, it was deeply emotional and psychological.
You know what? I
She
agree.
acknowledged that Daisy did struggle with self-confidence.
And I'm waiting to
after the
see.
wrists, but
I'm waiting to see if we're going to hear that. You know, we ain't got far in this video. And I already seen a lot. Like, oh, it's very disturbing. But it's like all they taught them was to be online with drama. So how would they know, hey, take my parents to court or call a court? Like, you know, they have advocates for children. to try and, you know, call for some kind of legal help. You know, like, I don't know that they know to choose that option. It's crazy.
Made it clear that the bruises around her eyes were not self-inflicted, as the parents tried to claim. According to her, the parents never once took Daisy's mental health seriously. They never got her therapy, never sought professional help, and instead continued to control and punish her, ultimately making her situation worse. At one point, they allegedly removed the door from Daisy's bedroom, stripping her of even basic privacy and autonomy.
In my video, she was about to show her arm of a she had on her arm, and she was telling me when he was dragging her and banging her head to the ground, he ended up scraping it off and making it worse. And mind you, y'all, they knew that Daisy was doing this to herself, and they didn't care. They take mental health as a joke. They literally think she's a joke. Daisy told us, he came to her and put the camera in her face, and he was like, "Oh, you're depressed, you're faking depression."
She looks a lot like the dad.
What? He came to her recording her saying that she's faking depression in her room, and she was telling him to get out.
What?
Because it was early in the morning he came in her room. Because mind you, they were seeing all the videos we were posting and how it was recording Desi anytime we got a chance to talk to her. Oh, and another thing, they only put her door back on for the live. Before the live, my mom was like, "Babe, hurry up and put her door back on, put her door back on." And right after the live, they took her door right back off the hinges. And I actually can insert a clip of a screenshot of both of the doors off when we were talking to Desi.
Honestly, everything Nye is saying feels highly believable when you look at the parents' own behavior online.
Yeah, he's
For
right.
example, when this situation first went viral and the daughters were exposing what was happening to Daisy, the parents went on a live stream to prove she was fine.
And you know
But
what?
in that very
You know
live stream,
what's
Daisy
what's
compared-
crazy? That young guy that, you know, they're highlighting because, you know, he's younger, he's naive, he just want to be happy, you know. He's learning how to treat people. He learning how to treat his sisters. He learning how to treat women from what he is experiencing. He, for all he know, this is right. It's normal. It's healthy. Or no, you know, I don't know. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Clearly saying, "I'm not fine." To which her mother responded with a cold laugh, "Well, you're alive and you're breathing, aren't you?" That one moment alone speaks louder than any allegation ever could.
What? I'm just showing them that you're fine because they think you're not fine. She's fine. But her sister's done bashed her so much she don't even want to go on here.
What?
She fine? I'm not fine. Stop putting me on that camera. You fine. You living. You breathing. They all on here bashing you, talking junk on the live, so making it like you.
I agree. It's definitely child abuse.
What kind of mother actually talks to her teenage daughter like that?
Yeah.
No mom who genuinely cares for her children would speak about them in such a dismissive, degrading way.
Yeah.
You don't even need an expose at this point.
If she says
These
she's not
parents are
fine,
literally exposing themselves. The way they speak, the things
I don't
they
know. She don't need. It's combative. Her tone is combative with her own child. If she says she's fine, you know how somebody might think you're gone, you're missing, you're kidnapped, you're tied up, you know, you're bleeding, you need 911. Maybe she's trying to say it's not that type of situation. If the daughter says, "No, I'm not fine," all she got to do is just say, "No, I just wanted to show them that you're here and like you're not dying or nothing really bad is happening to you." That type of fine. Now, as far as other things, she should be well. And clearly, they got problems. I just don't understand. The parents gotta be alike because they chose each other. You know, they. And this is just, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
say and the way they react under pressure.
It's like, I'm
all
saying that
there.
to say this. I can't find any excuses for the parents based off of what they are showing of their own behaviors. Based off the way they're interacting with the children, based off the way that they're talking, I have to 100% assume that they are possibly every bit of as abusive as whatever these children are saying happened to them. I am inclined to believe them first. They need to be in safety They need to be put in safety, and this needs to be 100% looked into. I don't understand how people can be online over and over again, just like Krishan, over and over again, and display stuff like this, and authorities don't actually step in.
Sure. After seeing that clip, how can anyone not believe that these individuals are physically and emotionally harming their kids?
You can't excuse what you just heard.
The show toward their own daughters is almost blatant, and yet somehow they still expect the world to see them as ideal parents.
Yeah,
it's
no.
genuinely disturbing.
I would
While
never.
all of this drama was unfolding publicly, another daughter named Zaria also came forward on TikTok to share her side. Zaria is biologically related to the mother, but not to the father.
Ooh.
She accused her stepdad of mistreatment and described how when she lived in that house, he would routinely demand that she cook full meals for him. She also said that he expected her to tutor her younger brother, essentially making her responsible for chores and caretaking in ways that were completely inappropriate. On top of that, she revealed that none of the kids in the house were ever allowed to lock their bedroom doors. Just like his biological daughters, the stepdaughter described him as manipulative, dismissive, and incredibly toxic.
Me and Naya had to make him breakfast every
gotta
morning.
believe him.
Eggs, grits, bacon, a full course breakfast every single morning. He would wake one of us up to go make him some food. Also, this was after I had graduated and everything. I had to wake up every single morning, get out of my bed, go downstairs, and basically be King's tutor and help him with school.
She's beautiful.
We also wasn't allowed to lock our room door. We still would do it sometimes, but we really wasn't allowed.
Around the same time, footage surfaced of police showing
Listen, y'all,
up
I'm not saying this is abuse or not abuse. However, everything she said is absolutely normal to me. Those are the rules and customs that I'm accustomed to growing up. I had to start cooking when I was 5. And I think some families go down through generation to generation, and they teach that you have to teach your children early what their roles are. And I can say that because that's exactly what I was told. You have to learn early what your roles are, so you have to begin to perform in those roles. And if you're in a chauvinistic type household, like I was, very much so, as a woman, it's going to be your job to tend to the children, make sure they learn what they need to learn, make sure that they, do the domestics around the house. And it's your job to be in the, cooking at 5. I got a finger almost cut off, literally. And I still have the deep gash because I did not get stitches of almost cutting that finger off. And this is over making a simple salad for my father. So we had to learn early. You had to do full-on chores. Like, woman, you clean, you cook, not the guys. So you would be taking on those responsibilities. And if the brothers, it don't matter if they're older. If they need to learn something, women, girls, should I say, are generally mature and learn quicker, faster than little boys. And once you both get to puberty and teenage years, then it's a level playing field. But usually the women, the girls, I keep saying women, but I mean little girls, are just, they catch on faster generally on just school subjects, right? So it doesn't matter if they're older. You will be responsible for teaching them, making sure they get their schoolwork, making sure they understand, making sure they pass. Yeah, that's just how it was growing up, Little House on the Prairie type stuff. So what she's saying right now, that's how I'm accustomed to growing up. Like, don't lock the door. No, that was a rule that I don't care who. If we go to grandma's house, I don't care whose house it is. Actually, at my grandma's house, we ain't even have a right to close the door. If you close the door, she be like, you gotta ask for permission. Grandma, can I close the door? I'm going to go in the bathroom and change, or something like that. You're not trusted. You can't have privacy. I need to know everything you're doing because I don't trust you as a child. I just don't know. But locking no, you can't lock a door unless you're paying bills. You see what I'm saying? So what she's saying, her parents, clearly they came from an old school type. I wonder what state they in, because I'm telling you all that, that was a common thing.
Family home to do a welfare check on Daisy. It was Zaria who made this call from Florida.
Yo,
No problem.
you have a daughter, Sanaya?
She lives in Florida.
Okay.
The oldest daughter.
Okay.
She's the one who probably called.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She, you have a 15-year-old?
Yeah.
And I don't want to mispronounce her name.
Her
If you
name?
get anything from us, let us know. My last name is Moore.
Mr. Moore.
They spelled it wrong.
Oh.
It's M-O-O-R-E.
Sound like they southern, they in the country somewhere.
Oh, okay.
He sound real country.
If you need anything from us, don't hesitate to reach out to us, okay? You all have a landline phone? I'm assuming that she's with y'all pretty much 24/7. So if something was to happen, she'd have somewhere.
Interesting.
whatever needs.
So he,
Just finish trying to go in temporary.
so he's understanding that her only method of contacting them would be through the parents. They don't even have a phone in the house, and I think if you have children, there should be a phone in the house. Okay, this is interesting. Let me see where he going with this.
You've been here like 5 years now? Well, we just recently.
What's your date, bro?
I like that he didn't
It's
leave
still unclear.
and he get more information. Maybe he's gonna look into it more, because if it's been reported that the children are being mistreated, need help, they're at the mercy of the parents. So standing right there, what is she gonna say? Unless you taking her out of there right that moment to safety, they can't tell on the parents and then you leave. No. And then if she needs help and the parents are the abusers and they're the only ones with the phone, what are they gonna do? So I'm interested in seeing what the protocol they have in place for that.
Or what exactly the police discussed with the family, or what actions were taken afterward. All we really have is a short clip of the officers making a welfare check at their home.
He asking
But
the
fact
same
that it
questions
escalated
pretty
to
much.
that point says enough on its own. Zaria clearly saw something concerning enough to call the authorities.
Yeah.
After this incident and all the online drama that was spreading fast, the parents decided to address the situation, or more accurately, go on live and rant about their daughters. But honestly, this live did them no favors. If anything, they came off even more unhinged, defensive, and abusive. The way they spoke about their children was shocking, disrespectful, and incredibly telling of how they must treat them off camera. For starters, the mom said on live that her daughters needed to be beaten because they talk too much. She tried to frame everything as a lie and also claimed that they never laid hands on their girls. But then, in the exact same breath, insisted that someone out there should beat them for having an attitude. That alone speaks volumes.
They never get beat. They need to. All that mouth they got, somebody got the need to. So all that crap, boy, like, I don't even gotta say too much. It's just lies on top of lies on top of lies.
During this live stream, she also insisted that they did financially compensate their daughters fairly and accused the girls of lying about being exploited. According to her, the daughters are just ungrateful and dramatic. But the worst part of the entire stream was when the mom started discussing Jazzy's personal life. She claimed Jazzy had gotten involved with the wrong man and suggested that this caused arguments, especially after Jazzy allegedly invited 2 boys into the house. She portrayed all of this as the daughters being upset simply because the parents were trying to discipline them by taking away devices.
Y'all mad. Y'all just mad because you can't get what you want out of me. No, you're not. I don't care who I am.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm finna use my mom. You ain't finna use me.
Huh?
I see how evil our daughters is. This is crazy.
Use her?
Pay attention. My daughters are very, very evil. They're very jealous, sad, and depressed. Look at them. Only mad because boys.
No.
Yo, because they got kicked out and we discipline them. If you're going to be disciplined in this house, you ain't finna run all over us.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna do that.
Anybody use y'all? Y'all got paid for everything you do. Everything you do, every song's already wrote, everything.
Oh, she is
they got paid,
beautiful.
receipts, everything
Dad
they
is
do,
not much of a looker,
everything they
but
do, they got paid.
that's the mom.
They call it generational wealth.
Yeah, they get paid. Like, how you using your kids when you pay them? Everything they do for me, they get paid. They mad they can't keep getting money from me. You ain't gonna keep getting money.
They only got mad because we tried to go on a little disrespect.
Like, how evil are they? Just going on there saying all this stuff and then the people sending it to us like, don't send me nothing else. I don't care. We don't care. We're gonna continue to keep going.
Exactly. They're mad.
Like, God got us.
They're mad because we keep going. That's all.
Yeah.
See, this is why I wouldn't want to stream with my children. Somebody gonna have a disagreement somewhere, and if y'all are dysfunctional like they are, then you're not gonna work out your problems properly. And of course, this is more than just that, but once your child go online, I can ignore my children all day. I don't care what y'all can make 1 billion videos. I'm not going back and forth with my children online. That's not happening. I didn't grow up with social media. All that stuff social media came out when my children were coming up. And mainly my oldest daughter, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't need it. I don't care what nobody think. That's crazy right there. Because they show their life online. They show their life online. So how can they not respond?
And I was not talking bad about you, Taylor. I was saying Captain Saberho because every time they leave, they want to run to you. I wasn't saying it in a bad way. I don't got nothing against you. Like, wasn't even saying it in a bad way. Y'all love
Captain
to turn stuff
Saberho,
around.
that's already a derogatory saying. So
it was just a figure of speech. I was just talking like Captain Saberho because they always running to you, telling you everything. And she's a real good friend from the past. That's not their real auntie.
Well, you should have said that.
Like, when we talk all that, trying to make us sound like we talking bad about her.
You
No,
are.
I'm not talking bad about her. And all they do is talk junk. Like, King is right here. Huh? King what?
Captain Saberho is meant to be disrespectful towards both of the people you talking about. The person they go to is supposed to be the one that always come and rescue them, but it's like you're not so bright, because it's not really a wise decision, because this is a person that always get themselves into trouble and need rescuing. And then this is not what I'm saying. This is just what you're saying by making that statement. Then you calling a person a hoe, somebody who always. First you call them a hoe. We already know what that means. Then you call them somebody who always get in trouble and need rescuing. It's a derogatory. You insulting both parties. How can she not know this? It's not a compliment. They're going to turn around and say, oh, because you a good friend. Nah, you should have said that.
Yeah. Go in that room.
They not slick.
Huh?
They every bit as abusive as they say they is.
Then it was like, yes, it was 2 boys. She been everywhere we go. The boy travel alone. She take us. We had an Airbnb in Orlando. She snuck in there.
The tone in this live stream wasn't concerning or loving. It was bitter, resentful, and demeaning, and it said far more than they realized. After the parents hosted this live stream, all 3 daughters, Jazzy, Naya, and Zaria, responded to their outrageous claims. Jazzy, for instance, uploaded a video on her YouTube channel expressing complete disgust at the way her parents spoke about their own children. She directly denied the accusation that she was messing with the 2 boys, explaining that she had only one boyfriend, and he had come all the way to Georgia simply to check on her and make sure she was safe, according to Jazzy. Her parents have been spreading bizarre rumors about her and calling her demeaning names. which she found incredibly disturbing and humiliating. She also made it clear that once she left the house, neither of her parents reached out to make sure she was okay. The only person who checked on her was Daisy. Jazz even shared some of her messages with Daisy, and it was painfully obvious from those conversations that Daisy was not okay at all. Her messages reflected depression, emotional exhaustion, and a deep sense of being trapped.
In the house while they were going. First of all, no, I did not have two boys sneaking in, so I don't know what is she talking about. I have one boyfriend and one man. So I'm gonna clear up this woman where she calling me a thought, a HOE, just saying.
So they only got one boy?
Disgusting stuff about me, including my dad, because he's a weirdo for even thinking about that, or even, like, having the thought of that about his own child. Like, ew, why are you even thinking of that? No, watch out. So I'm just gonna clear that up. She was saying he's doing stuff, whatever, no, I only had one man and one man only, and that one man was my man that came to Georgia and came to the house to make sure I was straight. Oh, they in Georgia? My parents couldn't or didn't. They didn't make sure I was straight that whole time, and they went to Florida and Panama City.
I should have known. It seemed like everybody in Georgia.
They didn't care. He came. He made sure I was straight. He made sure I was straight for 5 days straight. Up there burning up. We were like, what are we talking about? And they didn't check on me that whole trip. The only person that checked on me when they were in Panama City and I was in Georgia was Daisy. Daisy was the only one that was checking on me. So boom. The paragraph didn't. And y'all, I'm gonna put on the screen the paragraph that Daisy texted me, so y'all can know that Daisy is mentally not okay and she is not happy there, and they do be treating her wrong there. I'm gonna show y'all what she texted me right there, just for all the proof. And I'm gonna also show y'all this live.
In the same video, Jazzy also claimed that their father in particular reacted in a very strange way whenever one of the girls got a boyfriend. She implied that he wanted to keep them isolated and dependent on him, as if he couldn't handle the idea of them forming relationships outside the family.
Dad, if I'm a thought, what are you? You mama thought. You over here calling me a thought, babes. Please, it's kind of embarrassing calling your own child a thought when she has one ex at 18 and only be with one person. One person, and you calling me a thought?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
We got the same face. What that make us? Baby thought, mama thought? Because baby, you got thought. Like, y'all need to go look at, they need to go look up the definition of thought in a hoe. Her and my dad. Because my dad, the one who be getting that in her head, calling all his daughters HOEs and thoughts. You don't even know the definition of a HOE and a thought. Like, it's just childish. You just want to call your daughter that. I feel like something's wrong with him when his daughters get a boyfriend. He automatically calls us a thought. You're disgusting. You think of weird thoughts in your head about your own children.
He really just wants us to himself. Literally, he really just wanted us to himself. He didn't want us to have no boyfriend. He wanted us to himself.
Exactly. So make it make sense. Like,
after Jazzy posted her video, their stepsister Zaria also went on TikTok to respond to what the parents had to say about her. She clarified that her stepdad only took care of her because he was with her mother, not because he genuinely cared about her. According to Zaria, he specifically did not want her biological father involved in her life in any way. She described him as the most toxic man she'd ever met.
How would she know that, though?
Where the mother said that Zaria can't even keep a man, which was incredibly disrespectful and unnecessary. And honestly, Zaria's response to that was perfect. She handled it with clarity, maturity, and grace. Throughout this entire situation, the mother continuously degraded her daughters, calling them hoes, accusing them of being promiscuous, and talking about them like they were strangers she despised instead of her own children.
That's not okay.
Her father sat beside her, nodding along, validating every word. For parents,
hey, come up in here with some respect, Peter, and hit that like button.
Effort into humiliating them.
Ask your question again and ask it with some respect.
Almost like a puppet father. Whatever she says, she repeats and supports without question.
Come your ass in here talking to nobody like that. Who the fuck you think you is?
A man, even at the expense of her own daughter's emotional well-being, it made complete sense. The dynamic is just deeply strange and unsettling. Instead of protecting her children,
go jump back in that damn costume.
Protecting her relationship and her ego. For years, the families built their entire online brand on the backs of these daughters. They filmed them, packaged their childhoods in entertainment, and profited from their personalities. And now they want to pretend as if they built this brand alone. The audacity is wild. During a live session, someone asked Jazzy whether her household was always this toxic, or if things escalated after the family became famous online. Jazzy responded that they used to be a relatively normal family, but the fame and money completely changed everything. According to her, social media success inflated the parents' egos and turned the environment at home into a controlling, manipulative mess.
before they got famous. No, freak, no, none of this was before music, before all this. We had a normal family that didn't consist of like
Hit the like.
and having to film every day, getting mad if you don't film, getting mad if views is down.
Honestly, this says a lot about how dangerous internet fame can be,
Yeah.
especially when the business model is your own children. One
That's
theory is
crazy.
that once the parents realized that the daughters were the reason the brand was making money, they started seeing them less as kids and more like assets. They wanted control. They wanted obedience. They wanted production. Zaria actually talked about this during a live with Lanny Love's mom. She said that their father would constantly lecture them about YouTube, views, performance, and strategy, as if they were employees in a corporate meeting. And these were literal children. She said it was exhausting, mentally draining, and robbed them of an actual childhood.
Don't lie, they were the problem. I was just like, I'm gonna just keep it peaceful because at this point I'm like, I don't know what I did, but and then like it just switched. Like I felt like we had gotten to a point where we were friends, and then switched to like, oh, you know what I'm saying? When your dad would talk to me, and he would talk to me like we were business partners.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
Everything. He would talk to all his kids like business partners. Every day we would have lectures like almost every day. I had to hear about YouTube. It was exhausting. My whole life revolved around.
Lonnie Love's mom, who was once close to the family, did her own live stream, saying plainly that all 4 daughters cannot be lying, especially when their stories line up almost identically. And that's true. When multiple children raised in the same household describe this same abuse, manipulation, and emotional neglect, it stops being a coincidence.
with the whole Desi situation, I feel like the child is unhappy and she don't want to. She want to get out of the house. She's miserable there. Let her out of the house. I feel like all 4 kids ain't gonna say the same thing, and they're lying. Like all 4 kids are lying. All 4 girls are lying.
I mean, it's nah.
They're not doing something right.
It is possible for the children to lie. I don't think that these children are lying, but it is possible for your children to lie. It's possible for all of them to lie. It's possible for more than one to lie. So I don't understand it when people talk like that, when they say, I don't think all of them goes. Yeah, it can happen. It does happen. But I believe these here telling the truth.
How their father treated the girls, there's a clip where he's literally pushing 15-year-old Daisy to record more content. Not asking, but literally forcing her. You can hear the tone clearly in the live stream. And this wasn't just Daisy, this was all of them. Every daughter was expected to constantly film, constantly post, and constantly work. Yet, as Jazzy herself said, they were never paid fairly. This is an entire channel dedicated specifically to the Lit sisters. And according to them, they didn't even receive half of what they earned from those videos. So not only were they emotionally manipulated and controlled, they were financially exploited too. And the parents still have the nerve to call the daughters ungrateful. It's understandable that when you're working as a kid, your parents aren't just going to hand you all the money. That would obviously be irresponsible. But at the very least, responsible parents set up a bank account, a trust, or some kind of financial security for their kids' future. That way, when the kids turn 18 and want to build a life, go to school, or even just survive, they have access to the money they earned. If a parent isn't doing that,
Yeah, if they didn't do that, they in trouble.
The kids get nothing, then it's not parenting, it's exploitation.
Yeah,
According
they
to Jazzy,
in
that's
trouble.
exactly what happened. She said her parents didn't save anything for the children's
They in
futures.
trouble.
Instead, they spent money on flashy, unnecessary things, like expensive chandeliers and home decor, while their own kids didn't even have basic necessities covered. She mentioned that none of the girls had ever bought cars, despite being the ones generating the income that funded the family's lifestyle. There were no insurance plans and no separate bank accounts for the kids. In fact, Jazzy said that one of the older sisters had to sneak out and open her own bank account at 19, because the parents simply refused to let their daughters have financial independence.
Got a car. None of their daughters, nobody in the house got a car from them. After all the things we did for them, after all the money we helped them get, they got a big house, and none of their kids got a car. None of their kids. They can spend $7,000 in their house for a chandelier, but they can't get none of their kids a car. They can't even pay their kids. I also want to say that they was also paying us $300 a month in that house. $300 a month.
What?
Katie the kid gave the Lit sisters, the Lit family, and Yeah, that's 4. They have 4 channels, and they were only paying us $300 a month. What is $300 a month gonna do for them? Make it make sense. So like, it's just a lot. I'm also
$300
trying
a
to
month
adjust other
though?
things. But yeah, we did. It's just
That's
a lot. I'm also trying to adjust other things. But yeah, we didn't have no. They didn't have no bank accounts, my sister, and we've been using Cash App. They had to use Cash App. We only ever had Cash App. My older sister had to sneak and make a banking account at 19. That's how bad she couldn't make a bank account.
The girls even had to beg for basic things like braces. Again, well, they were the ones earning the money that supported the household. Meanwhile, the parents were reaping the benefits, living comfortably without having to work traditional jobs. The daughters were the breadwinners, yet they had nothing to show for it. When Jazzy moved to Florida after being kicked out, she said she had to start her life completely from scratch. She also said that her father would constantly manipulate her into overworking, telling her that if she made more content, he would pay her more. But that extra pay never actually happened.
In order to get braces, because we had to get all our teeth to get all our. I'm not talking. We had to get all our teeth fixed to get braces. So we got all our teeth fixed to get braces, but the dentist told us we had to get a cap over that root canal or it's gonna get worse. Never got the cap, y'all. Never got the braces. And you know what our dad said? He told us, "Oh, y'all just gonna mess y'all teeth up again. I'm not spending thousands of dollars on braces."
What?
First of all, you can spend thousands of dollars on a house taking all your child money.
What?
And you're just doing it wrong. But yeah, they didn't set us up for nothing. And I've been working since I was 13. Like, if you go on the Little Sisters, any channel, you scroll down, you will see me when I was on them YouTube channels since I was young. And I never got paid more than $500 a month. And now I'm 18 now, and they just threw me out with nothing. Not even half of the money I've ever made. Nothing. The only money I had was the money I tried so hard to save up at 18 because of the money that I tried hard to save up at 18. The 300. I haven't even got paid from them in that house because I stopped shooting for them. So whatever I was saving is what I was getting off TikTok trying to make on my own. But yeah, so no car, no bank account, no nothing, no savings, no money saved up for college, no none of that. Nothing. No money, no insurance, none of that. Paid me the right amount. Still ain't paid me the right amount. One time, he even lied and said, "Oh, if you act this way in this skit, or you act this way," because it was ways that I had to act in the skit that I didn't want to act in these skits because it was childish. I feel like it was childish for my age. I didn't want to do that, so I'm not acting like that in the skit. That's childish. So he's like, "Oh, you act this way, then your pay's gonna go up. Payday come, pay don't come up. Pay still sitting at $300, $200. Payday did not go up. My pay did not go up. I tried and I gave up. I said, you lied."
In the same video, Jazzy spoke about multiple physical altercations involving her father and Daisy. She claimed that both parents had yoked and hit Daisy to the point of leaving visible marks. She directly denied her parents' claims that Daisy harmed herself. According to Jazzy, their mother wouldn't step in to protect the children. She would either defend the father or stay silent. Zaria also talks about clear favoritism in the family, specifically toward the younger son, KD. She said the parents had spoiled and enabled him so much that he became impossible to reason with, and that they essentially prioritized him over the well-being of the girls. Even after everything that went down with their daughters, the parents still refused to take any accountability. Instead of acknowledging their behavior, they continued to blame their older daughters for messing with Daisy. They even went on another live stream, accusing the older girls of manipulating Daisy and turning her against the family. Meanwhile, we need to remember that Daisy didn't even have access to her own phone during all of this. The parents had taken it away under the guise of discipline, which basically meant isolating her from anyone who could help her or speak to her directly. What's disturbing is how their priorities are completely upside down. Instead of focusing on their daughter's mental and emotional well-being, especially when she was clearly struggling, they were more concerned with controlling her communication and cutting off her support system. They weren't trying to understand what Daisy was going through. They were trying to manage the narrative. At this point, even without the daughter's testimonies,
Oh wow,
the
so
parents'
he got
behavior on live
braces
streams speaks for itself.
and the girls
The
can't get
dismissiveness,
braces?
the defensiveness, the obsession with control. Every red flag is visible in plain sight. When all of this was unfolding online, the adult sisters who were already living in Florida were doing everything they could to help Daisy. They were speaking out publicly, exposing the toxic behavior of their parents, and keeping viewers updated on what was happening behind the scenes. At this point, the internet was completely invested. People were not just watching this like some random family drama. They were genuinely concerned for Daisy's safety. Comments flooded social media with people begging someone to help her, with many others calling for CPS and law enforcement to intervene. But even after the police were reportedly called to check on Daisy, nothing seemed to improve. The situation looked the same, if not worse. That's when the sisters decided to step in themselves. On July 18th, 2025, the three sisters, Jazzy, Zaria, and Naya, flew to their hometown and went straight to their parents' house. From what's been shared online, they signaled for Daisy to come outside so they could help her leave. The entire thing was captured on the family's home security cameras, and the footage is honestly difficult to watch. According to the sisters, once the father realized what was happening, he ran outside and tried to physically prevent them from taking Daisy.
I don't know. I feel what they're doing, but they definitely should have recorded it, and I don't know, man. I don't. They should have tried to do it when their parents weren't there, because, bro, I don't even want to press play.
Jazzy and Zaria think that their father became physical during the altercation, grabbing and pushing them as they tried to help their sister. Despite his attempts, Daisy managed to get away. The older sisters got her out and on a flight to Florida, but that moment of relief did not last long. Almost immediately after Daisy's escape, the parents filed criminal charges in Florida against the sisters, accusing them of kidnapping. They went online threatening to have the girls arrested and charged. On July 25th, 2025, the sisters posted updates telling their audience that their parents had filed charges and that they were preparing to turn themselves in before police tracked them down. They also launched GoFundMe pages to support Daisy, who now had no access to money or resources of her own. Around this same time, their maternal uncle, who had reportedly also helped Daisy leave, posted an Instagram story confirming the situation. He shared that the sisters were being charged with battery, interference with custody, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. He also confirmed that the sisters planned to turn themselves in soon. This only intensified public outrage, because viewers had watched for weeks as these same parents showed disturbing behavior online and were now legally punishing the daughters who tried to protect their younger sister. Meanwhile, back in Georgia, the Lit family mother was all over TikTok and Instagram, posting nonstop. She repeatedly claimed that she and her husband were being set up, insisting that they were the real victims and that their older daughters had manipulated Daisy. But by this point, the internet had already seen enough to form its own opinion. The parents were not looking innocent, they were looking desperate. They went as far as filing a missing person report on Daisy. There was a whole poster circulating online claiming that she was missing. At this point, the parents were clearly doing everything they possibly could to paint themselves as the victims. They began posting emotional TikToks and Instagram stories, pleading for Daisy to come home. The father even uploaded a dramatic video of himself praying to God for his daughter's safe return.
That's a lot of rating.
We're in a spiritual war right now, didn't the Father? With my kids,
nah, bro.
Yeah,
I'm dying. I ain't laughing. It ain't funny. But nah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work right here. You online talking down to your children, recording them with your drama, and they calling them thoughts and stuff, and then you gonna come up here and try to act like you pastor Kirk Franklin, and all of a sudden, boy, get your ass out of here. Hell no. Ain't nobody buying that. Why he covering his face? Heavenly Father. You know he's lying, Heavenly Father. You know he's scamming, Heavenly Father. You know he's full of it, Heavenly Father. Get him, Heavenly Father. Strike him down, Heavenly Father. Get him, Heavenly Father. He's a devil, Heavenly Father. Heavenly Father, Heavenly Father, Heavenly Father gonna get you, boy. All right now. All right. It's your destiny. Go ahead now. You should have been doing that the whole time in private. This man full of it. How long he gonna go on? Boy, we know you faking. How long you gonna go fake pray? I can't even feel no Holy Spirit. Y'all feel the Spirit? I don't feel no Spirit. Y'all feel the Holy Father? Do you feel Holy Father?
Even in this video, it was obvious that his priority was not Daisy, it was his image. It felt like performance, not concern.
That's what it was, bro. I agree with you.
Immediately.
They're the
And
father.
the sisters certainly did too. They publicly expressed
I'm full of shit here,
they were
father.
no parents suddenly acting heartbroken.
Tell them all about it,
Everyone
father.
had already seen the way they spoke to and treated their daughters. The internet had watched them kick Jazzy out when she was barely 18. They had seen how cold and dismissive they were when Daisy was crying out for help. And now suddenly they wanted to act like the most caring parents in the world? What's even more outrageous is that in every post and every video, they were desperately trying to prove that they had never done anything wrong. Meanwhile, the sisters had provided receipts and first-hand accounts of emotional and physical abuse. If the parents truly cared even a little, they would have taken accountability somewhere in all of this. But not once did they acknowledge any wrongdoing, not one apology, not even a moment of reflection. The situation inside their home became so unbearable because of their own behavior that their youngest daughter felt the need to escape. And it got so serious that siblings and
Yeah, if you're gonna keep doing the same moves over and over
That
again.
alone says everything. And instead of responding with compassion or
Of
trying
course.
to rebuild
All you
trust,
gotta do is left,
the
right,
parents
left, right,
chose
left,
to
right.
press legal charges against their own
Ooh,
daughters.
impressive.
Let's remember, one of those daughters
You
had
ain't
just
teaching them
turned
nothing. You ain't
18.
teaching them
The
nothing. They need no
cruelty and
power.
lack of empathy
Those
just
aren't even full
astounding.
punches.
Once the parents filed those charges, the sisters made the decision to turn themselves in at the end of July. Before doing so, they live streamed together, talking to their supporters and explaining the situation. They even posed for a picture outside the police station, not because the moment was lighthearted, but because they wanted to show unity, strength, and the fact that they were not ashamed of protecting their sister.
Hi y'all, so this is me. Ooh, don't be playing this stuff. But this is me, y'all. My sisters are scared. I'm so sad they even have to go through this, but me personally, I'm not too much scared. Like, I know we're gonna get out. I've been recording. So just stay tuned, y'all. Don't go looking for my mud shots. Don't be doing that. Love y'all. Get all of us together. Come on, Jazzy. Come on. Jazzy, come on. We're live right now, y'all. See y'all later. Free Jazzy. Keep our name going, y'all. Keep our story going, y'all. Don't cry, Naya. Y'all, you don't get
All of them look just like, they look like the mom.
We love y'all.
Hit the like button, y'all.
Okay.
It's not funny. No way. I don't want to be seen.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you, Dad. This is it. I'm still on here. I don't know.
We've been enjoying our franchise stuff, and anybody can do that, girls.
Let me see. Okay. This is a hot mess. You got my
Absolutely nothing hurting.
y'all.
It was clear that they were trying to stay strong and positive in an incredibly painful and frightening situation. Their only goal was Daisy's safety, even if it meant facing jail time. At that point, no one knew how long they would be held, but the sisters made it clear that they were hoping to be released on bond as soon as possible. So within just a week of getting arrested, the sisters were officially out. They posted updates on TikTok telling everyone they were okay, and even shared videos on their YouTube channels talking about their experience in jail. They stayed pretty open about everything, which kept their audience fully invested in what was going on. But during all of this, what remained unclear was Daisy's exact whereabouts. No one really knew where she was at this point, especially since the Lit sisters had been in jail and obviously couldn't have been with her. However, from the way the sisters behaved and the tone of their updates, it was pretty clear that they knew where she was and that she was safe.
Wait,
They just
pretty
weren't
girl.
legally allowed to disclose anything yet. Meanwhile,
That's
the
a
parents were
little boy.
desperately
What
trying to get their daughter back. They started reaching out to friends,
I don't
family, and
understand.
old acquaintances to make public statements defending them. They wanted people to believe that the sisters had manipulated Daisy into leaving. And in a move that honestly ended up making things even worse for them, they released the CCTV footage on the night Daisy ran away.
What's up?
They clearly thought the footage would prove that Thea's parents were the victims in all of this, but instead the video made them look even more unhinged. For example, Zaria shared an image taken from that footage where their father appeared to be grabbing her by the neck. She explained on her Instagram story that during the confrontation, their father kept telling her she wasn't going anywhere and that she was going straight to jail. And ironically, that is exactly what they ended up doing to the sisters later. So despite everything that had happened, the conflict, the arrests, and the public embarrassment, the sisters did not back down. If anything, all of this made them even more determined to keep Daisy away from their parents. After leaving the home, Daisy reportedly went to a group home or something similar, because she was not living with the sisters at this point. There was also a Ring camera clip that circulated online where Daisy was seen crying and physically resisting police officers, begging them to let her stay with Jazzy while Jazzy was in jail. Of course, the officers couldn't allow that. They kept trying to calm her down and offered to help her contact someone else, but Daisy was completely devastated at that moment.
Well, she's going to go trespassing, and she continued to show her butt when she got outside, so she got some more.
But I don't know nobody down here.
Okay, that's that little clip that I saw.
Find somewhere to stay.
Can I go with her?
Good night, y'all.
Why?
You go to jail.
Because I don't have
She's
anywhere.
going to be right out.
But I don't have anywhere else to go.
Well, let me find somewhere to go.
No,
We're not taking you to jail.
please. I would do anything to go to jail. Please. Please.
I've never heard nobody say I'll do anything to go.
Right.
I want to go with her.
Asking for our help.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you to take me to jail. Oh my God. I don't have nowhere to go without her. I'm not in Florida.
We'll help you find somewhere to go.
I don't want to go. I want to go with her. Can I please go to jail? I'm begging you. I'm begging you. What? I'm begging you to go to jail. Who don't let someone go to jail if they begging?
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay,
We don't want to go to jail.
You're gonna have to commit a crime, fool.
Call the person that who's coming to get you and ask them to send
I'm finna go in that back seat.
ask them to send you
Is
some
he gonna
money.
take me to jail if I put on his back seat?
You can't get in the car.
Well, I'm gonna try.
Don't come over here. This, I promise you, this is not what you want to do.
Right.
Come here.
Tell you right now.
Come here. What's the next steps? We can't just sit up here and give you all the answers, right? You're an adult.
No, is there somewhere that we can take you?
No, there's nowhere. There's nowhere. Literally, there's nowhere. I'm with her. I can't.
She need to calm down.
You pay for the room.
Her. It's in her name. Everything is her name. I don't have shit. I don't have nothing. I'm from Alabama. I Birmingham. I don't have shit.
She need to calm down.
It's no problem. All of this right here is not gonna help you.
No,
solve it.
it's not.
You're not.
She need to chill out.
You can't tell me I can't go. You can't tell me I can't go.
So listen, if you're gonna keep doing this, I ain't got nothing for you.
Okay, you can't tell me I can't
No,
go.
if you keep doing this,
Right.
my issues are done. I'm not.
They standing there messing with her. That should even, cause they could just leave.
No, you ask, stop
I can't go to jail.
Do you want our help? Yes, no. Because I was.
Bro, they said no 1,000 times. Come on now, you're a whole adult.
But if
Cut the
you keep
shit.
acting outrageous and acting like this,
Right.
when we're trying to help you. You want the answer is no.
That shit
You're
is
not going to
annoying.
jail.
Do you
So
understand?
if you want our help, find us somewhere else to stay. Yes, sir.
Listen.
Do you want our help? Find us somewhere to stay. Yes,
Listen,
sir.
I don't have an ID. I don't have.
You keep saying what you don't have, and you're not giving a solution or helping us assist you. I
Right.
don't care that you don't have ID.
You have an ID, right?
We passed all that. We tired of hearing that bullshit.
On my phone. On my phone. That's the only thing.
She act like she wanna be stuck in panic mode. Calm down.
I can't do
You can
this.
go and we can talk to her.
She just want the only solution for them to
this
let her
video,
go with her
the internet
sister.
assumed that the
It's not
authorities had
happening.
placed her somewhere safe, but there was still no official
It's
confirmation.
not happening.
Then, at the end of July, Daisy herself finally came online. She reassured everyone that she was safe, that she had a social worker assigned to her, and that the case was
Acting like that, she
actively
better
being
go
handled.
back home to her
She also
parents.
made one thing very clear. She had no intention of going back to her parents.
Hey, well.
No, not ever.
Hey y'all, it's Dazzy. I'm just checking in to let y'all know that I am safe.
Man, take them
I've
damn
been
eyelashes
safe.
off.
Obviously, you guys know that I did run away. I just couldn't deal with the mental and physical abuse anymore. And it was just a very, very toxic household, y'all. Like, I could not be there. He would just beat on me when he wanted to, when I didn't do videos for him. It was just terrible. Like, I couldn't be there. Like, he would just take up my doors out the hinges. I would have no privacy as a young 15-year-old. It was just terrible, y'all. But I would never want to go back there. Like, I would really rather be homeless than go back to that terrible household. Like, I had bruises, scratches all over my face. My lip was busted. My face was thrown to the ground. I would not want to go back there. I would rather be homeless than go back to that household. I do have a caseworker that is working with me to put me in a better place. My sisters are going to keep you guys updated. Thank you to all my fans for the love and support. Everybody just keep praying for me and my sister. And we do have a GoFundMe if you guys want to help. It's in me and my sister's bio. And again, thank you for all the love and support. I'm out.
While the audience believed whatever Daisy said, the mom, however, was having a hard time believing it. She posted a story saying that Daisy was in fact not in a group home and was with the sisters all this time. She posted on social media saying that her daughters did not go to jail for nothing. They surely knew where Daisy was, and that is why the police had arrested them. She also posted a couple of pictures on the internet showing bruises on her face and her husband's leg. She said that her daughters, when they arrived to take Daisy, had hit them first. In response to this, the Lit sisters shared a few photos of Daisy where her eyelids and face appeared visibly swollen. They claimed that their parents had been abusing Daisy for a long time, and that was the real reason they stepped in.
And this
According
is just
to them,
way
they didn't
too
just
much.
randomly decide to interfere. Daisy had been repeatedly telling them that she was not okay in that house, that she felt unsafe, and that she needed help. So in their view, taking matters into their own hands was the only option left. What's particularly interesting in all of this is that the sisters never explicitly accused their mother of being physically abusive. They have, however, consistently described her behavior as manipulative, dismissive, and emotionally damaging. But when it comes to direct physical aggression, most of the blame has always been directed toward the father. This became even clearer when someone pointed it out in the comments section, and the sisters acknowledged it. They explained that their mother was also being manipulated by the father, and in many ways was acting under his influence. According to them, the household dynamic was heavily controlled by him, and her mother was simply trying to keep up with his expectations, even if that meant overlooking her own daughter's needs and well-being. Naya, for example, spoke about this during one of her live streams. She said that their mom wasn't always like this. In the past, she wasn't aggressive or emotionally detached, but over time she began mirroring the father's behavior, almost as if she was trying to match his energy just to maintain peace in the household. In doing so, she ended up distancing herself from her daughters. You'll see even more examples of just how cold the mother's behavior toward her daughters really was as we move further into this video. After the Lit sisters' arrest and release, the entire family, especially the parents, began throwing shade at their daughters online. Instead of approaching the situation as mature adults or as parents who should be concerned about their children's well-being, they acted like unhinged teenagers who were simply trying to get back at someone. On social media, the mother in particular started behaving very strangely. She began commenting things like, "I've been putting people in jail," and replying to followers in a tone that felt dismissive, smug, and completely emotionally detached from the seriousness of the situation. It came off as though she cared more about looking powerful and unbothered than acknowledging that her family was literally falling apart. Another dynamic that became very noticeable was the behavior of the older brother, BJ. As mentioned before, the Lit family parents have 2 sons, but BJ is not biologically related to the mother. When the controversy exploded online, BJ appeared on TikTok insisting that he had no idea what his sisters were talking about. He claimed he was always treated well by their parents and suggested that Daisy was only repeating whatever the older sisters told her to say,
BJ
and that
is
she was
not
being influenced
the
and
mom's son?
manipulated.
Yeah, the view, what you said, sorry. We all know you don't talk like that. Who you working with? You got a caseworker and none of them got a legal guardian to you. They use you, listen. I don't know why they got you looking stupid.
Roll it to my him.
BJ's statements rubbed a lot of people the wrong way,
He looked like the
including his
daddy.
sisters and their uncle. The uncle even made multiple videos responding directly to BJ, defending his nieces and calling him out for ignoring what was happening right in front of him.
My sister? Y'all out here talking about nieces and thoughts and this and that. My nieces are some good girls. Good girls. And they know that. People tell these stories. And this go for BJ. BJ. Oh boy, before you read that script, make sure it's correct when you start pinning it out there on this internet. Talking about OBT, I'm gay because I stayed on OBT. Boy, you can't last on OBT. I'm gonna tell you that one right there. Another thing, I just took a trip down to Sanford. Oh man. You know what people say out there? You were banned from being in Sanford. You were banned.
Sanford, North Carolina?
Oh man. BJ.
BJ.
The second thing, BJ, you're a stepchild too. You didn't come out my
People also found BJ's stance extremely hypocritical. He never publicly defended Daisy back when she was constantly being pushed to create content. We've all heard recordings of the father pressuring her to film. If BJ truly cared about his little sister, why didn't he speak up then? Why didn't he protect her? Instead, he only chose to defend his parents once the situation became public. It gave him a very questionable and frankly unsettling energy. Around this time, the Lit family Instagram turned into something that felt more like a mockery pit than a family page. They started posting stories directly shading their daughter Naya. In one story, they claimed they were the reason she was known at all, implying that without them, she would be nobody. It was petty, unnecessary, and honestly cruel, especially considering everything going on. Then they reposted a video of Naya where she was standing outside their home. The video was captioned, "The biggest lit sister." Instead of taking a moment to reflect or acknowledge any part of the situation with empathy, the parents reposted the video with laughing emojis. So that's the kind of insensitivity we're dealing with here. Someone online literally body shamed their daughter. And instead of shutting that down or defending her, the parents laughed and played along. They behaved like this publicly on the internet as a way to get back at their daughters, and then somehow still expected respect in return. That's absolutely wild. And what makes it even more bizarre is that right after doing things like this, they go on to post these over-dramatic positive vibes only, virtues and peace, and hate only makes us stronger type of Instagram stories. Like, how do you preach peace and love when you're literally making fun of your own child's appearance? It's contradictory, hypocritical, and honestly just sad. While all of this was going on and the situation kept getting uglier between the parents and the sisters, a lot of people began suggesting that maybe the Lit sisters should meet with their parents privately and talk things out. They encouraged both sides to put away the shade and the passive-aggressive social media posts and, act like mature adults, because everyone could see that the constant back and forth was only escalating the conflict. But then Zaria posted a video addressing this suggestion. She explained that they had tried to talk things out before multiple times, but every time they attempted a family discussion, the parents refused to take any accountability. Instead, they would twist the situation around and blame the girls for everything. She said they would never actually listen to daughters' feelings or concerns. It was always about maintaining control. Zaria also talked about how before the money and the fame, they actually had a good relationship with their mom. But everything changed once the money started coming in. According to her, the father started controlling everything, including who the daughters were allowed to spend time with. He wouldn't even let the daughters go anywhere alone with their mother. He was always there, always watching. This obviously affected the mother-daughter relationship the girls desperately wanted and needed.
To get on here and say that I see some of y'all saying that we should have like a meeting or my mom should take us like on a drive and me talk to her. Trust me, y'all, we tried that so many times. We've always had like a family meeting. They never would fully go through because they always like failed first quarter. Like it will always be, oh, y'all not about to run me or y'all ganging up on me. Just will always get ugly, like really, really ugly. Our opinions never really mattered. We were considered the kids, so we didn't really have a say so, and when we would state our opinion, it would be counted as disrespect. So family meetings would never work out. We have tried over and over. We didn't get much alone time with my mom, but she was always up under him. Before the money and the fame, everything came to picture, and before we moved, we actually had a real bond with my mom. She wouldn't run and tell him every little thing. We would like have little trips to the store and stuff like that with her alone, like. All that stopped when we moved to Georgia. And then, like, anytime we would want to go to the store, my mom, say we need to go to the store for, like, personal hygiene stuff, he'll make an excuse like, oh, we'll go get it for you. Like, or your mom will get it for you. We would barely get out the house. Everywhere we went, it was with them. We went as a family. Everywhere my mom went, she was with him. It just seemed like the parents were getting closer. The closer they got, the further they drifted from their kids, the more mean they started to get to their kids. There's a lot more to this story. I'm taking my time putting out videos. This is not for clout, how they say it. I feel like it's just time for my story to be heard. This has been something that we have been dealing with by ourselves. And honestly, I just feel like they're just making it worse and worse for themselves. With all the lies and rumors that they keep coming up with. I actually felt myself feeling bad. But every day is just something new. Even though I shouldn't be feeling bad.
Around this same time, the Lit family's house address and phone number also got leaked online. This led to their phone being flooded with calls and their mailbox being spammed. The mother instantly got online and accused the daughters, specifically Naya, of leaking their address. But during a live session, Naya denied it. She said she would never do something like that, especially knowing her younger brother was still living in that house. She also claimed that it was actually KD who leaked the address by talking to someone online. In that same live, Naya responded to concerns about where Daisy was. She explained that the Lit sisters were still working and
they're gonna force us to
Parents
watch
of
2
children who
commercials.
play Roblox. If your child was sexually exploited, abused, or pressured to share explicit
getting custody of her.
Just be prepared for this number I'm finna give y'all in a second. Look, something else got leaked. I already know it's all over the internet. He probably losing his brain cells right now.
Oh, girl. What's her name, Krishan? She put Blueface address online. I was like, what the fuck?
I never leaked their address, and I never was ever thinking about doing that. Somebody
They should have known she was gonna do that, though. I wouldn't have had to
Whose number?
scallywag back over my house.
On live. Yeah, she's right here.
Scallywag, scallywag, scallywag.
And we still have to get custody of her. And it's really just a lot. But like I said...
Speaking of Daisy's custody, at this point it was still unclear where she was actually living. The mother claimed she was living with the sisters. Daisy herself said that she was in a safe and secure environment, which led many people to believe she might be staying in some sort of care home or protected placement. Meanwhile, there was still an active missing person report filed in her name. The mother even stated on Instagram that Florida police were still actively searching for Daisy. Not only that, the mother also posted claiming that the police were actively searching for Daisy, and that if they found her with anyone, that person would go straight to jail. She emphasized that it was now a criminal case. And honestly, if we look at it objectively, the situation is much more serious than the parents or even the internet are making it seem. If there's any chance that the Lit sisters still know where Daisy is, and let's be real, they almost certainly do.
The
then
children,
yes,
I believe
if the
the
police were to find Daisy physically in their care, they could be arrested again.
Light,
this is why a lot of people began advising the Lit sisters to handle the situation.
Their father
legally
and mother have
carefully.
shown
If
enough.
they slip up, not only could they lose any future possibility
And
of gaining custody or guardianship over Daisy,
the dad,
but
look
they
at how
also
he always trying to be
unintentionally
fresh.
hand more power back to the parents, which would be
ain't nothing
a
wrong with that, but I'm
worst-case
just
scenario.
saying.
What's wild in all this is how the parents constantly post emotional content about how much they miss Daisy and how desperately they want her back, but at the same time they have no problem continuing to profit off her image. For example, the original Lit Sisters YouTube channel has been inactive ever since Jazzy and Daisy left, because those two are the main ones producing content, and now that they're gone, there's nobody to film. So, what do the parents do? They start reposting old content of the Lit Sisters to keep the channel alive and continue pulling views. The moment the sisters noticed this, they jumped onto Instagram asking people to report the channel because it's no longer theirs, and they don't want their parents continuing to make money off videos that they worked on. Meanwhile, the parents, still desperate to stay in the spotlight, took things even further. As we mentioned before, in an attempt to prove their innocence, or at least make themselves look like the rational party, they instead kept publicly embarrassing themselves and mocking their own daughters. Around August 2025, they even posted a skit announcing that they were adopting a new daughter, since their real daughters were lying on them. Yes, they actually filmed and uploaded that. The acting in this video was painfully bad. The dialogues were even worse. It was tone deaf, uncomfortable, and honestly sickening to watch. But the most disturbing part, they involved their son in it. They had him call his older sisters spoiled brats and claim that Daisy was being manipulated by the
That's
enemies.
one thing I was
The enemies
happy
being
for
her own
this whole
siblings.
time.
Instead of showing accountability,
They didn't put the
compassion,
brother-
or even basic parental concern, they turned the entire situation
you gotta
into a
be kidding
social
me.
media performance. Watch this skit yourself.
My mom knew about me.
That's going too far.
Mom, you won't believe this. We're all over For You page on TikTok.
Hold on. I know, buddy. I
You can
just
tell
got
that's
off
a
the phone with
skit.
the adoption agency. You're about to get a new adopted sister.
Yeah, I know, buddy. You still have all your sisters. We're just getting a new adopted sister. I really want to help this girl out. She's been homeless for a while.
And these people sick.
But no, I still love my sister. Nobody gonna replace her, no matter what. Or everything she said, everything she do.
Bad
I still
acting,
love
bro.
her, no matter what she said.
Nice message,
You're
though.
right, buddy. You always love your sisters no matter what. But I just want you to be nice to your new adopted sister, too.
This is not right. All because all my sisters want to turn on me and stuff. Now I gotta get a whole another adopted sister. I don't even know her. I'm gonna try my best to try to be nice to her. Like, how can I be nice to somebody I don't even know? Like, I know I want to try to help her and stuff, but nobody never gonna replace my sister Daisy. I still love her with all my heart. Dang, man. I wonder where Daisy's at. I don't care. I still love my sister. Me and Daisy always gonna stick together no matter what. I know she gonna come back. She gotta come back, man. I know she gonna come back. Now I just gotta get used to this random girl, this random adopted sister I don't even know. I don't even know what she look like. Me and you, sis, just gonna stick together no matter what, sis. I love you. You're my sister no matter what. The enemy just trying to brainwash you. You won't come back one day, sis.
Pretty lady going viral. She all over TikTok. Them kids ain't doing nothing but lying online. Boy, I can see it all through it. You little knucklehead, man, because their mama shining so bright. She's so pretty, the sun is shining on her. God working on her, that's all. Open up, pretty lady.
Yes, may I help you?
What's up, pretty lady? I see you going viral all over the world. You little knucklehead just lying to their cheek. What going on with you? Is you stressed out or what?
No, I ain't been stressed. They just been online lying out their teeth, like you said, making up all these fake allegations. But I'm waiting on my new adopted daughter. I'm getting a new daughter.
Bad kid, bad acting.
Have a nice day, baby.
All right. Well, at least he know the truth. He know what's going on. Ain't nothing but a bunch of big kids online disrespecting their mama, telling lies. Like,
Mom,
yes,
who's that at the door?
that wasn't nobody but the security guard. He know everything what's going on.
Well, Mom, I thought it was my sister Daisy, but I sure enough miss her.
Yeah, I know, buddy. The police out there looking for her. But you getting a new adopted sister.
But Mom, I don't care about no stupid adopted sister. I want my real sister to come back. Me and Daisy like this.
Yeah, I know, buddy. She'll be back. She's just being influenced by the wrong people right now.
But Mom tried seeing us on a For You page on TikTok. Tired of lying. Like, my sister just should have stayed down. Everything would have been good.
Yeah,
I wish my sister could come back. Like, it's like 1 minute she's great and 1 minute she's not good. Man, she's just a little girl. She still got a long future ahead of her.
Hate to see him like that. But I know everything gonna work out. We got God on my side. Haven't heard anything or nothing from her. That sucks.
Miss Parker. I ain't seen them pretty girls over there in a couple of days, ain't I?
Miss some of these knuckleheads out there looking for Miss Parker. But I ain't playing about Miss Parker. Come out here if you want to.
We're home. I'm so scared to meet these people. But it seems like I'm getting good hands, so you can know things.
Mom, somebody's at the door. Mom? Wait, maybe she's at the door. Mom?
This is just disgusting. And the fact that KD, an 11-year-old, is being dragged into all of this is absolutely insane. Aren't parents supposed to protect their children from family drama? Why is an elementary school-aged child being used as a pawn in their feud? At this point, it's also necessary to call out the way they're raising KD, because being overly restrictive and being overly permissive are both harmful parenting styles. And it seems like they're filling this child with negativity, resentment, and loyalty-based love. That kind of emotional conditioning might not show consequences now, but it can cause serious psychological damage later. After this bizarre adoption skit was posted, the sisters, especially Jazzy, were livid. They publicly expressed how disgusted and disappointed they were. Jazzy went live and explained that the parents intentionally moved the new daughter into her old room, knowing full well that she wasn't even allowed to collect all of her belongings before being kicked out. According to Jazzy, they literally forced her out before she could pack properly and later refused to return her things. That alone would be enough to make anyone furious.
On her little TikTok page, she posted how she got a little new daughter. Or how whatever she replacing us for her, or whatever the freak she said. Tell me why they gonna make a whole skit about this situation, just like they always do. They post videos and make skits based off of real life situations and how they feel. So she gonna post a skit saying how she got a new daughter and Katie gets jealous of the new daughter. And she gonna have the audacity to put that girl in my room and let that girl go in my room. I don't know her like that for her to be going in my room, first of all. Second off, you know all my stuff is in my room. And you know I wasn't able to get all my stuff when y'all just kicked me out the house randomly. Because if I were to actually move out, I would have boxes and all to pack up all my stuff. But y'all did it in the most worst, horrible way. And randomly kicked me out and stood by my door while I packed my stuff and wouldn't get out.
In this entire situation, the parents are behaving like children. Let's remember, the oldest sister is only about 23. The other two are barely 18 to 20. They are extremely young adults navigating life. Yet somehow, they're the ones showing more maturity than their own parents. The mom and dad are constantly online, making TikToks, throwing shade, acting petty, and chasing attention. And if this is what they're showing the public, imagine how bad things must have been inside the home. With how messy things had gotten online, people eventually started doing their own digging, and what they found was far more than anyone expected. For someone who constantly preaches respect, obedience, and discipline to his daughters, the father has a long criminal history. There are multiple mugshots of him at different ages, different years, and different states. For example, in 2000, he was arrested for allowing a minor into an open house party. Then he was arrested again for possession of a concealed firearm. Then he was arrested for possession of marijuana. Later he was arrested again for drug possession and resisting arrest, along with battery on an officer. So yes, the very same man who's trying to portray himself as the righteous, strict, authoritative parent has a documented pattern of violence, substance issues, and criminal behavior. And honestly, judging from the behavior we've seen during live streams, his tone, his body language, the way he talks over and threatens people, none of this is surprising at all. His past and his present behavior match. He comes across as manipulative, controlling, and emotionally aggressive. The daughters didn't have to make up lies. The evidence was always there. While this criminal history does not necessarily define who he is today, it does add a lot of weight to the sisters' claims about him being aggressive and violent. It doesn't prove everything, but it certainly gives context. After the mugshots surfaced, instead of addressing the situation with any sort of maturity or accountability, the father actually became even more arrogant. He posted a story saying that people are obsessed with the Liv family and digging up mugshots from 30 years ago, and that none of this is going to bring him down. The tone was defensive, dismissive, and almost proud, like the exposure only fueled him more. The mother, too, continued posting non-stop about the daughters. She responded to almost everything they said and kept publicly updating people about Daisy. She even posted Daisy's bolo, stating that it had been 3 days since Daisy had not been at school, and that whoever had her would have to go to court. Instead of handling this privately and prioritizing their daughter's emotional or physical safety, everything was still being played out online for an audience. Then, at the start of August 2025, the mom uploaded a video to the Liv family channel, saying that they were not abusers, and that Daisy was definitely with one of her sisters. In the video, she included footage of the incident and argued that the sisters were refusing to admit they helped Daisy run away. They claimed that all 3 older sisters, along with Maya's boyfriend and her brother, were involved in helping Daisy leave the house. She also defended her husband, saying he never laid hands on the girls, that they were the ones who physically harmed them. She went as far as claiming that Naya tried to run her over, and that this incident was the real reason the girls went to jail. According to the mother, they did not take away Daisy's phone simply because she didn't want to film the skit. She insisted they did because Daisy was doing bad things. Implying drugs and taking her devices was just discipline. Throughout the video, she repeatedly emphasized that Daisy was with the sisters, implying they were lying to avoid further legal consequences. She also singled out Naya as the most disrespectful child, placing full blame on her instead of acknowledging any part they may have played. Whatever the mom said about Naya in that video, Naya was not having it. Almost immediately after the video was posted on the Liv family channel, she went live and addressed everything her mother had claimed. In her stream, she explained that for the most of her life, she'd always been close to her mother, but over time, she lost all respect for her because of how her mom disrespected her, and then allowed her husband to do the same. According to her, even before all of this blew up online, she'd already been doing wellness checks on Daisy because she was worried about how their parents were treating her at home. She talked about how ever since she left,
You gonna jump on. Jump. Get that
lesser clippers. They're not hard enough. The angle is too high. They're not polished. They're not particularly sharp. You will never find another nail cutter on the market that can shave hair like that. Like, not even remotely close. Because with a really sharp tool, you get to kind of break the rules. You get to work quickly, and the quality of your work is excellent. It's just a ridiculously clean cut. It doesn't shoot your nails across the room. After you cut your fingernails with this and you run them on your shirt, they don't have, you know, the little grabbies everywhere that you're just dying to file off. It really does slice your nail.
Shut the fuck up with that.
Telling it where to crack and cracking the nail as the traditional cutters do.
I literally asked for none of that. Hit the like, y'all. If you new in this chat, I know your ass didn't hit no like, cause it's only 8 likes. You better leave.
The parents had been constantly throwing accusations at her, saying she leaked their number and address, that she manipulated Daisy, and that she was the one behind the mugshots being released. But she said she had nothing to do with any of that. You could tell from her tone that she was genuinely hurt by her mother's betrayal. And at one point, she stated publicly, very clearly, that she and her mother would never be on good terms again.
Trying to switch up, like, she's just really over here trying to switch up on me. That's really what it is. She know what it was. So I don't even know why she's trying to get in that YouTube video and acting like I'm so disrespectful. Girl, I ain't never cussed you out. I never cussed you out until that time. Until that time. You tried to run in front of the car, now I'm just so disrespectful. And him, I don't owe him no respect. I owe him no respect. He don't respect me, so what I'm respecting him for? She don't do nothing. She don't do nothing but disrespect me. You disrespect me by letting your man disrespect me, boo. And guess what? All that time he disrespected me, I ain't never disrespected you. Thank you. Is she scared of him? She definitely is. And she's so weird. Like, she know how close me and her was. Like, she know, and even through everything. But I ain't gonna lie, the last time, she like, yeah, like, before all this even hit the internet, y'all, it was just one time that something was going on in the house, and I called the police to do a wellness check on Desi. And that time, boy, that time, she said that was the time where she said some crazy stuff to me, all because I did a wellness check on Desi. She was calling me a rat. She was telling me don't come to her grave and that she don't love me. I'm not her daughter. All this. She was saying a whole bunch of stuff about me. She was calling me broke, telling me to go get a job. It was just so much, but she don't want to get on here and tell that part, though. She don't want to get on here and tell that part, though. She don't want to get on here and tell that part, how she was talking so crazy to me since I called and did a wellness check on Desi. And this was before everything hit the internet. I've been doing wellness checks on Desi.
Oh yeah?
I've been. But she don't want to get on here and tell that part, though. She don't want to get on here and tell that part. And that was the last time. That was the time we fell out, and I ain't talked to her for a few months, and I ended up forgiving her.
You did?
And the reason why we started talking was because she had a dream about me, and I guess it was a bad dream. And my grandma who passed away was in my dream, and she was shaking her head at her in her dream because she knew she was wrong for what she did. And so that's why she decided to contact me and try to get back cool with me.
Oh, she was scamming your ass with that bullshit ass story?
It don't do nothing but get worse. I
mean, it could be either or.
Time again.
How many times you heard her say she had
you really getting on here lying. Like,
girl,
she don't do nothing but lie. You really getting on here talking about we leaked your address? Like, are you okay? We gave out your number. Are you okay? Where's the proof that we leaked your address and gave out your number? I'm so confused. I'm lost.
Don't be.
She's so weird. All she do is lie. And she can't even get her words out her mouth because she knows she lying.
That's messed up.
You know you lying.
That's messed up.
Yeah, she is delusional. She's weird. She's a weird individual. It's sad who she became. Like, I don't even know this lady no more, for real. Like, and I can't ever even see us get that cool ever in my life.
Jazzy also spoke out after her mother tried to claim that they were not upset with Daisy for refusing to film. The parents tried to spin this story as if they were disciplining her for doing something wrong. Not because she didn't want to participate in the video, but Jazzy released actual text messages showing her asking her mom why Daisy was being punished for not wanting to film. So the whole "we weren't mad about filming" narrative basically fell apart right there. At this point, we don't think anyone following this situation is buying what the parents are saying. The red flags are way too obvious. Instead of taking accountability or even attempting to genuinely reflect on their behavior, they continue to attack their daughters online. One of their minor daughters literally ran away because of their behavior. And somehow they're still pointing fingers at everyone else except themselves. Make that make sense. The mom has been posting non-stop since July, constantly asking for the girls to return Daisy, as if Daisy is some lost item. Daisy didn't get kidnapped. She chose to leave, and if she wanted to return home, she would. The fact that she hasn't says everything. Zaria also recently did a Q&A on her channel, where she talked about the family and the environment they grew up in. She said her mother used to be a very sweet person before she met her current husband. According to her, the stepfather was the one who encouraged aggression and wanted the mother to be physically harsh with the daughters. She also claimed the stepfather used to lock the girls in their rooms and only bring them food and other necessities while keeping them isolated. She said that from the very beginning, her stepfather had always been controlling and toxic, and that he constantly pushed the kids to make money. According to her, the pressure to keep producing content was always there. No days off or room to be a normal child or teenager. To further prove her point, she played another clip of her stepdad yelling at the kids over something related to social media. She explained that this wasn't a one-time incident or a bad day. This was normal. This was how he usually spoke to them.
That dude was
The family's
pimping.
social media revenue began to slow down.
Pimping his own
Things
family.
only got worse. The parents became even more hostile, paranoid, and desperate, turning into the toxic mess that everyone is seeing now.
No, they just
He has always been controlling y'all. I'm not gonna
they
lie. He
interviewed
has always been
themselves.
controlling. Anything I say is the truth. Like, for example, when we was kids, they will take the locks of the room door, the bedroom door. They'll take the whole door off, switch it around to where they can lock it from the outside. So we would have to knock on the door like prisoners. We have to use the bathroom, bring us our food, like we was in jail. He will open the door to come bring us like peanut butter jelly sandwiches and shit. That right there is a controlling behavior. I don't care what y'all say. Who does that? And then my mom, she was always so sweet. He changed her. He's been wanting her to put her hands on us for so many years. And Desi was the first person she did it to. He's been wanting her to put her hands on us for so many years. He would get mad and say she treats us like a friend. Even if she wanted to put her hands on us, she couldn't because he was not bad, y'all. I know she just couldn't see herself putting her hands on us. We were never bad kids at all. I guarantee y'all, it was the real reason why they beat Desi if it wasn't because of she didn't want us to escape. That time, y'all heard it on the video. That time was because she didn't want to shoot a skit, okay? All that other stuff was a whole different time that she's talking about. She's talking about stuff from a whole different time. So they were literally mad. And on top of that, y'all don't know this, but their money was already going down. Mom even admitted this to Naya. Their money was already going down. So if she didn't want to shoot a skit, of course they're gonna take it out on her. That's what they used to do to us, y'all. I'm gonna put a clip of a recording of him screaming about something that has to do with social media.
Is he praying? He preaching again? I can't tell.
This just goes to show how we would get yelled at about this, y'all. About this. And not use your kids to make y'all money. Because y'all not gonna do nothing but get into it with your kids. Already getting in trouble about little stuff around the house, doing chores and stuff. Now we gotta worry about helping y'all make money. That don't got nothing to do with us, bro. And for the last time, y'all, they all have the same dad and the same last name. I don't, okay? You think you will have love for your parents again? I mean, I've always had love for them, but it's just like, I don't think it will ever be the same, y'all. They hurt my feelings so bad to the point where, like, I'm numb. So it's like...
Listening to that clip alone makes everything painfully obvious. These kids were being forced to film. This wasn't a family content house. This was a workplace where the children were the labor. And truly, at this point, we're left wondering, why keep denying it? Why refuse to apologize? Why not acknowledge anything when our own daughters are literally showing receipts, messages, recordings, timelines, and emotional trauma? Yet the mother continues to shade her daughters online like like this is a petty influencer feud. Instead of stepping back and trying to rebuild her relationship with her children, she has doubled down and started making brand new content with the newly adopted daughter and Katie, as if swapping children in and out is a normal thing. They're acting like they're the most perfect, wholesome family on earth while completely ignoring the fact that one of their children ran away and is legally reported missing. It's genuinely disturbing. On their new channel, Sister Sync, the three daughters explain something very important. Their parents always needed a kid to film with them. They could not carry content alone. They knew that without the kids, they had no engagement, no audience, no brand. So instead of adjusting or learning how to exist outside of monetizing their children, they simply replaced them. That is exploitation. There's no softer word for it.
They don't got time for a tutor or her to be in a sport. They don't got time for none of that. He's so money hungry. He's so greedy. He wants every penny out of us he could get. And he knew that nobody would just sit there and watch him and my mom. On that Lit Family page, he would never just post a video with just them two.
No, because it's a family page, That'll Bird. Hit the like, y'all. Oh, my bad. I was trying to get the
unplug because she didn't want to film is also outrageous. In response to this, Naya clapped back hard. She called out her mother directly for ignoring Daisy's declining mental health, depression, and emotional needs, and instead twisting everything into accusations to deflect from the real issue. She pointed out that when Daisy needed support, her mother chose to try. In the same video, Naya also gave an update on Daisy. She said Daisy is safe, healthy, and in good hands. She said she speaks to her regularly, and they're simply waiting for the court date. It's very clear that the sisters are genuinely trying to protect their younger sibling and work toward legal custody so she can finally have stability and emotional care that she never got at home. As of now, there are no official updates about Daisy beyond the fact that she's still listed as missing by the authorities. The sisters continue to say they're doing everything they can to make sure she's safe. Meanwhile, the parents, they're still filming, still posting, still pretending nothing is wrong. Honestly, we just hope Daisy gets the peace and healing she deserves. And we wish the sisters strength, because this fight is far from easy. Just about 2 weeks ago, the sisters also uploaded an update on their channel, sharing how they've been coping mentally throughout all of this. They mentioned that they recently moved into a new apartment together and are focusing on building a healthier environment for themselves. In that same video, they briefly spoke about Daisy, reassuring everyone that she's safe and doing okay. They made it very clear that Daisy has absolutely no intention of going back to her parents. Of course, they couldn't go into much detail because of the ongoing legal situation and safety concerns. But they did say something important, that one day when everything is settled and the time is right, Daisy herself will come onto their channel and share her story. And honestly, that's going to be a moment.
We're gonna keep trying to elevate. You got some businesses we got to start. I don't even want to say too much because
don't say too much.
We got more.
Anyways, next topic. Okay, y'all, this is the last topic. This is the topic that everybody been waiting for. And I'm glad to be here to update y'all and tell y'all what's
you learned from your parents. Go ahead, work that shit.
This has been good, but I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Y'all be asking, oh, y'all do Desi miss them? Desi do not miss them. That girl don't miss them, let alone don't even care to go back. And then another thing is, all y'all be in the comments, and mommy be trolling, she be like, oh, people be in the comments, where's Desi? She says go ask her sisters. I'm saying though, like, in what right mind, if we knew where Desi was, why on earth would we sit up here and get on the internet and tell the internet where Desi is? If we knew where Desi was, why would we go on the internet and tell y'all where Desi was? That makes no sense. Like, it just makes no sense. But anyways, at the end of the day, Desi's doing fine. Like, she really wants to tell her story. She wants to tell her side of the story. And I know y'all want to hear her side of the story too. So I'm pretty sure sooner or later she might get up on here and tell her side of the story.
When Desi tell her story,
yes, when Desi tell her story, it's
y'all will finally hear from her mouth the real tea.
And not just hear from us. Feel like we just talk
of how she is. Because at the end of the day, we can't speak on how she really feels.
So to sum everything up, the entire situation started with Daisy running away and the older sisters stepping in because they believed she was being mistreated at home. Since then, the family is split into two sides. The sisters, who are fighting to protect Daisy, and the parents who insist they did nothing wrong and keep denying every accusation. Videos, live streams, statements, text messages, everything has been dragged onto the internet, and the damage is already done. But clearly the drama is far from over. The custody situation is still ongoing. Daisy's whereabouts are still being handled carefully, and both sides are still speaking out. There's still so much we don't know, and honestly, it looks like things are only going to get messier from here. So what do you think? Are the sisters telling the truth, or are you on the parents' side? Should the parents apologize to their daughters and take accountability, or is there more to the story? Let us know in the comments. We really want to hear your thoughts. And if you want to stay updated as this situation continues to unfold, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because trust us, there will definitely be more to come.
They got the little girl, she underage. I can't get.
Join ICE with bonuses up to $50,000 and generous benefits. Join.ice.gov.
I can't.
Boom, we in the building, man. Top Flight TV. It's the Top Flight Films. I'm in the building with Ronnie Dope. What's up, big dog?
Yeah, now hold on now. Player, don't go move so fast. We ready for all that. Y'all wanna
start from the top, man.
Y'all wanna start off? Cause we gonna do the Ronnie Doe marathon. Y'all wanna set it off with this one? I'm about to start in a whole nother video. Respect to that man. He didn't come here to play. That's a whole nother video, y'all. Y'all make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button, cause we sure gonna do that Ronnie Doe marathon. But I'm gonna give y'all about 5 minutes of this. About 5 minutes.
In Arundel County, Maryland, it's a pretty suburban community out there in Arundel County. I'm from Severn.
Big shout out to Severn, man. Shout out to Anne Arundel County, man.
Sure.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What was childhood like, man? What was it like growing up? What kind of childhood you had?
Man, it was rough, man. It was nothing special, but I'm grateful for my upbringing. I had a supportive family, a good mother. Father wasn't in the picture. I ain't come up in the projects. I came up in the county, which is a suburban area. It ain't all peaches and cream, but I definitely had a more fortunate situation than a lot of other people, you get what I'm saying? But like I say, it wasn't, everything is all ice cream, like my man's Kodak was saying.
No, I can dig it. I can dig that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So look, man, we just gonna get straight to it, man. I know you from the whole Krishan. That's how you pronounce her name, Krishan?
Krishan. Yeah.
I know you from that whole situation, man. Listen, I want to get
if
right
you know
into
him
that,
for the man, shut your ass up. Then you know how to say a dumbass name.
So me and Krishan met in high school. We went to a school called Arundel High School. I didn't graduate from that school, however, I did go there for a little bit. I was initially going to a school, Meade High School, transferred over to Arundel, which is where Krishan was. Me transferring to Arundel, it was a big environmental change, however, I'm able to adapt. So I say all of that to say, me being a new kid at school, Krishan was already, popular at Arundel. So me being me, who I am, I stood out, and me and her initially had homeroom with each other once I transferred to Arundel. You get what I'm saying? And she was already like Instagram famous, model type vibe, you get what I'm saying? So she was always taking pictures, photogenic. So I was photogenic at the time too. I had a few things working in my favor. So, it was just two birds with one stone type of situation. High school sweethearts. It started off with me taking her pictures, and then it ultimately developed into all right, this is my photographer, into a flirt and into developing a relationship.
She the type. Any dude she work with, she gonna mess around and mess with him.
So y'all was in a relationship. It's safe to say y'all was in a relationship.
Correct. She was my girlfriend. Initially, we was talking, the whole filling each other out, seeing if she worthy of the girlfriend title. You get what I'm saying? At the time, I didn't know what I know now. So I thought that she was worthy of the title. So I gave it to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long was y'all together?
As far as, like, her being my girlfriend?
Yeah.
I asked her to be my girlfriend in 2017. And I didn't break up with her as in my girlfriend until 2020.
When she killed the dude
August,
and you went to jail for it?
which was prior to her going into the Blue Girls Club, which was Blueface's version of Bad Girls Club. I broke it off with her right before she went back to Cali for that. That was part of the reason she went to that show, because she ain't had nowhere to go, because me and her was done. So she went there hoping that she would change her situation, but also trying to better and further her career. Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you, you didn't like the idea of her going out there, that's why you broke up with her, or it was
it was
Nigga, what the fuck he just say?
So
don't be no dummy.
I had caught a body in 2019. Caught a body in the state of California.
Said she went because he broke up with her. She ain't had nowhere to stay.
Be acquitted from this murder.
He talking about, did she go because you broke up with her?
Self-defense. So the state of California
Did you break up with her because she went?
In self-defense
You just reversed the shit and asked a dumbass question.
The circumstances of the homicide,
Dummy.
I was able to prove it was in self-defense. So, I'm sorry, what was your question, boss man?
The reason why you broke up with her.
So when I came home from the body, the homicide,
she was clingy, overbearing. He couldn't make no money.
Physically gone, spiritually gone. I had to get myself back. So I was also financially gone. Murder in 87 is one of the most expensive cases when it comes to criminal law. So myself, along with my family, lost a lot of finances behind this situation. You understand what I'm saying? So when I came home, I broke up with her, not initially breaking up with her, but as in a way of getting myself some space, because I don't know if you observed it, just, over the course of the years of her dealing with Blueface.
She insecure, she clingy.
A naturally clingy, woman. So she would try, to be with me all day, every day, under me all day, every day. And I'm telling her, like, look, baby, I got to get outside. I got to go to work. If I don't go to work and put these 40 hours in, we don't eat. She wanted to be with me, putting my 40 hours in at work, and she was not an employee. So therefore, I could not make no money while I was dealing with her. It took me calling it quits with her, as I called it at the moment, a break. I said, baby, I need a break. I'm trying to get myself together, get my feet back up under me so we could be good out here. She, at the time, had a show that she went on, which was Ultimate Tag. It was like an obstacle course show. Went out in Cali and shot it. So she had some money coming in from, her role on that show. However, we didn't know when that money was coming in. We was anticipating it, but we had no direct date of when we was going to get it. You know what I mean? So it was like speculating something that may never come. I knew it was coming, but there was no definite. You get what I'm saying? So at the time, I was being a little bit impatient. And, the intention was to take a break so that I could get myself together. And along the course of that break, she's a naturally clingy person, like I said, so she found herself trying to fill the void that I gave her with another person. And unfortunately, I'm not going to say unfortunately because it's fortunate because the situation brought her to where she is today. But unfortunate for me, I lost my, somebody that I loved very deeply at the time.
She ain't
I
love
lost
you.
my rider that I thought at the time. I lost my chick, man. Man, let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? This is a woman that I thought at the time was young and dumb. I did think that I was going to be with this woman for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I caught a murder and defended my case with self-defense, which is how I was able to beat it. And this woman was, in that scenario.
Check this out.
You know what I'm saying?
So we're going to have us a Ronnie Doe marathon, okay? And we just sneak peeking into that marathon because this marathon can last who knows how long. But it's definitely going to be at least a day. And we're going to get down to the nitty gritty of Krishan Rock. But guess what? Not just her. Also Blueface. And the people he associated with. Carlissa, Carlisa. However you want to say it. Y'all hit that like button. Now let me tell y'all something. I'm going to clue you in on some of the things we're going to discover. Ronnie Doe may have told this story about Krishan and that body. He may have told it one way. But Krishan is the one who killed that boy. Ronnie took the charge.
I say all of that to say that me and this lady had so much history, so much different
Ronnie didn't kill him.
Experiences that it was overwhelming, when I had to face the fact that she was moving on to bigger and better things.
I wouldn't have said no shit like that.
Let me take you back real quick, man.
Tell me, getting better about that.
If you can, if you want to, how the self-defense case come about? How did that situation go down?
So, we were moving to California. So I do music. So at the time, I had just started as a music artist, and she was doing TV. So at the time, based off of her circumstances, based off of my circumstances, it made the most sense to be in California, to further our careers so that we could work. So we both from Maryland, we up and moved and went to Maryland. She was gonna do the college thing.
You mean you went to California, nigga?
The place, so we were moving from Maryland to California. We ended up needing a place to stay on the West Coast, coming from the East Coast. We ain't got no family out there. We ain't know nobody out there. So we trying to figure out where we gonna lay our heads. We can't sleep in this car for but so long. So the place where I caught my case ultimately is the place where Krishan planned on housing because she was going to college until she figured out everything else. She was going to win the college situation with the room and board until she could figure out what she's doing as far as her career, because she always wanted to be famous. So that was her plan and she worked it. Unfortunately, the place that, everything ultimately happened in, it was a college dorm housing. It was specifically aimed for college students. However, this was not on a college campus. This was not a college property. This was in my opinion, a brothel, a spot where
you can go make
men
that money.
can come through and pay to have intercourse with women. Like, that's what it was in my opinion. And on the West Coast, pimping and pandering, prostitution is way more amplified than it is on the East Coast. Like the East Coast is late when it comes to hoeing and pimping and pandering, and I found this out when I was in, men's central jail fighting about it. One of my cellies that I had at the time when I was in men's central jail, he was fighting a pimping and pandering charge. They throwing football jersey numbers for pimping and pandering out there. If you get caught pimping and pandering out there, you liable to catch 55 years, all for tripping. They don't play that shit in California.
So what y'all did?
Long story short,
was decided to get her signed up for pimping and pandering.
We was trying to move was all bad. We didn't know. We was young. We ain't do no research. We ain't do no due diligence prior to moving into that place. And one thing led to another. But the intention was to go there because it was advertised as college housing. She was going to Santa Monica at the time. We was going to stay there.
Let the record reflect when Ronnie Doe and Krishan Rock moved to Cali because she wanted to be famous and shit. They ain't had nowhere to stay. They moved into a situation where it was like a brothel, and Krishan became a whore. Okay? She became a whore. She was selling her body. So I guess he became the pimp. That's the story he just told. That's the story he's telling. He's just trying to make it sound good to y'all. He wanted it to taste better while you drink that shit down.
Monica, I figure out my music. She figure out her modeling or acting career, whatever. And we
career. Whichever one you want.
That was the plan and that was the intention. However, that place was just all bad. But like I said, it was due to a lack of research, a lack of understanding the environment, understanding the whole board.
That shit
I
ain't
didn't
working.
know where I was at. I seen palm trees and got happy. And that's just real.
No doubt. All right, so bring us back up to when she went to the Blueface show. Did you ever try to reach out to her and say, hey, look here, man, come back home? Or you just did you?
Yeah, no. So initially, and it hurt my heart because Krishan, such a beautiful, energetic, athletic young woman. She, prior to her going on that show, she was like an athletic type of, you get what I'm saying, female. When she went on that show, it turned her into a beast.
She turned herself into a beast,
show,
nigga.
Jade and Alexis, which is Blueface's initially, allegedly, first baby mother, Krishan already was ringing bells. So her name ring bells, you get what I'm saying? She's been doing what she's been doing for a long time. So Jaden got whiff of Krishan being one of basically Blue's best, contenders at the time.
Okay.
Through all of the females on the show. So Jaden ain't like it. She was intimidated by Krishan. Pulled up to the house where the filming was being done, where the show was being filmed at, with Blueface's sister. I think her name was Callie. Callie Way, some shit like that. Jaden, Alexis, and Callie pulled up to the blue mansion that was camouflaged, looking for Krishan. Chased Krishan out the mansion.
Tell where this hell? Nah, man.
When Krishan was running out the mansion, Blueface had a big...
He missing the part where they came in and Krishan had Blueface's cock in her mouth.
In his house. He had a unicorn statue. When Krishan was trying to take off, get away from Jaden, hit that tooth right on that pony statue. Good. And that's why y'all know her as Rock today. So she hit her. So Jaden and Callie was chasing.
Y'all see Junior Senior right here.
Krishan on track. She fast. They couldn't catch her.
Tell me you ain't looking at Krishan's son.
Kept running. So yeah, I'm sorry.
Did you reach out to her when she was out there, like when?
So yeah, because when I seen that her tooth came out, I was still in protective mode over her at the time.
Give her hands right
So,
now. About to cry over this shit.
When I seen the tooth come out, I'm like, oh hell no! Like, what's going on? What is going on? Like, we losing teeth for clout.
No, they was trying to make that gap big.
Front teeth.
So Blueface Cock can fit through it.
Front teeth for what? A fake schoolyard crip.
Fake schoolyard crip.
So once I seen her tooth come out, due to everything that was going on, I was frustrated. I was angry. I wanted to address it. So yeah, I talked to her after that. I tried to tell her, like, look, yo, you looking stupid. You look crazy. Bring your ass, even if you ain't gonna bring your ass home, just so you won't think you gotta come back to me. You ain't gotta come back to me. But get your ass out that house. Get away from that show. You don't need that show to be successful. You're gonna be successful without that show. You brought the light to that show. You made that show what it is. She's so in her own head, she thinking that she needed Blueface to get to where she is today. And in a sense, she did, but she didn't. Krishan always had the star power. She always had that light within her. She was manipulated by the wrong people, and it turned into a whole nother thing. But she
manipulated
always
her damn self.
had what it takes.
She was corrupt
to
on the
be
inside
a star
already.
Alone.
Fuck that.
Without being attached to a Blueface or a Ronito or etc. So, yes, I was concerned. Yes, I reached out, but she knows that.
Energy independence.
Energy independence.
Energy independence.
You're too busy to be sick. That's why Peachtree Immediate Care is here for you from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week. So whether it's a nasty cough that won't go away, a painful sore throat, or an unexpected injury, there's a Peachtree Immediate Care on Holcomb Bridge Road, right here in Norcross.
He was fired just 3 weeks before he was set to retire.
And now he's becoming
That's
an
a fake-
industry whistleblower.
that's a fake
Kate Jennings
video.
has the story.
30 years.
Fake video.
When I
This-
come, I'm coming.
Oh, y'all so I'm working
So
out.
she avoided me. She didn't want to address it because she
Out my way a
knew
little bit so I won't knock it
I was
down.
going to really address it.
Yay.
But she, at the time, and I salute her for it. She played her cards right because she knew that if she did, she potentially had a legacy. Now she's Krishan Rock. Now she's the crazy female with no tooth on the internet. Prior to that, you know, she was just a beautiful track girl on the internet. So once she seen her moment and somebody to believe in her, she ran with it. But the thing is, Krishan knows me just like I know her.
Yeah, his voice don't play. He has a
And with
very
that being said,
commanding voice.
she knew that if she linked up with me,
So when he say he don't play, I
moment
believe
in
him.
time, she would not be Krishan Rock today. And that's me being transparent, and that's me being humble. Why do I say that? Because I would not have let Krishan stay at that house knowing that she's in danger. Oh,
But listen, I don't like what he's saying though. Cause you can't serve two masters. I just saying. He's saying she had the star power the whole time. Y'all hit that like button. If we if she got the star power, then right, she wouldn't be the Krishan Rock we know today, but she'd be someone better. Cause you try to make it seem like she was destined for greatness. Just cause you got you get notoriety, like you all the things that he's trying to say by saying star power, because I don't even want to simplify it to that. Some people do attract attention and have people all over them and shit. That don't mean that it's meant for good or they're going somewhere great with it or they can even handle that shit. It don't mean that. But for him to talk like, oh, if I was able to stop her, she wouldn't be like popular, famous, or whatever. Ain't nothing good about what the fuck going on with her right now. Overall, period. Inside and out. None of it. Ain't none of this good. She ain't known for nothing good. Anything she was known for that was good is gone. It's gone about her. That cute shit gone. That athleticism, bullshit, gone. What else? Nothing. Gone. So what did she really have?
With the interest of
it's the fuck. Impress me, motherfucker.
Furthering this show, furthering leading these girls astray. I'm a reality type of guy. I don't go for the stuff that's on the internet in front of my face that people ignore. I address stuff. So she knows I was gonna address it. And she knew if I addressed it, that was gonna be her ticket to fame. That was gonna be her ticket to riches. That was gonna be her ticket to Blueface. Which could have potentially been her ticket to Zeus. Which is her ticket to whatever is next for her.
Stupid. Your goal is Zeus, motherfucker. Zeus. Of all networks, Zeus. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Okay, I messed that up.
Say goodbye to your reading.
That's not what I was trying to do. See, y'all. Let me see, how can I get back to, oh, there it is.
So, Krishan is a thinker. She plays dumb. She plays stupid. Krishan thinks. Krishan know. If she would have came back home and got Ronnie involved, she wouldn't have been Krishan Rock today.
Indeed. What was it like witnessing your high school sweetheart crash out essentially? Blueface tattoos, cases, just all kind of fuckery on the internet. What was that like, though? I'm sitting there empathizing.
It was overwhelming, but it wasn't surprising.
See?
It was overwhelming because I was surprised she was doing all of these things, knowing that I just defended myself along with her hind pops and came home from it. To knowing that she quickly jumped ship without any respect, any communication, it was devastating. It was devastating.
All right, so let's fast forward, man. Since you saw her go into the show, right? What was the next time you saw Krishan after that? I'm talking about in person. Was the next time that you saw her in person and y'all was together, or how did that come to be?
So, me and Krishan, at the time, up until Junior was born, me and Krishan had a really good relationship. We had a really good relationship as far as understanding each other and not crossing boundaries. I was around Krishan.
She talking in circles.
This whole time.
She just crossed boundaries, nigga. You just did murder. Well, they gave you self-defense, but you took the charge for taking the life that she took. Went to jail, served your time, and she jumped ship according to you. going crazy and wilding out over Blueface with tats and all. Boy, let that love shit go.
Up until
shit ain't
Junior's
real.
birth. But
no such a thing,
she
boy.
Like, flying back and forth. Yeah, she was kind of like creeping. Or...
Yes, but she was also working out here. They were doing a lot of the Crazy in Love in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. So this is why she was with Blueface.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So around the holidays at this one specific time when Junior was possibly conceived, Blue was at home with Jaden. Krishan was with me. Picked her up from the airport, staying at Red Roof Inn as much as I can. Stopped staying there when the money ran out. Went to go stay with one of my homegirls. Her name AJ. AJ's my homegirl. We used to go stay at her. She used to have a spot on Light Street, Baltimore City, downtown. We used to be staying right there. So, I'm sorry, what was your question again?
The question
Get your
was...
feelings out that shit.
You answered it.
Push that shit out.
The question was, when was the next time you saw her?
So after everything. After the show?
After the show, yup. After the show. After she left.
I was seeing her like all the time. Like it wasn't like it wasn't like a long period of time of me not seeing her. Like basically like anytime I went to Cali or anytime she came to Maryland, I was seeing her.
So it was all good between you.
Yeah, everything was good. It was frequent. Everything
you thought it was good, dummy. You thought it was good. Play yourself. You got a bitch fucking another nigga with his tats on her face. And you sleeping with her on the sneak tip. You talking about it's all good. That's not even smart street moves. That's just dumb ass shit. You talking about it's all good. Hell no. She's danger. As you now know. As you now know.
Perfectly fine up until Junior physically was born.
Okay, so let's get into that, man. Junior is a major concern of yours, rightfully so.
I'm gonna tell y'all the real. I'm gonna tell it to you and I'm gonna show it to you. Junior is definitely Ronnie's kid. Blueface know that shit. Krishan know that shit. Whole bunch of people know that shit. They making Blueface claim Junior. Not only should I be clear, but he even admitted that. And I'm just gonna pause right there.
Or father would be.
Yes.
How sure are you that that's your son?
But did Krishan kill Ronnie? Absolutely.
Let me say this. Everybody I talk to, or I've heard talk about the topic, they're like, man, he really look like him. You know what I mean?
I will say this. Like, I, for the longest, was convincing myself that Junior's not mine. Until it came to my understanding from people within the Krishan Rock, the Krishan Rock team, it came to my understanding like, bro, that's your baby, that's your kid, woo woo. So I'm like, I thought about it. Really thought about it. But then I started paying attention to how certain things were addressed and how certain things were went about. And it started to raise red flags. It started to raise my concern. And it started to make me think, like, is it a chance of him being one? Because at first, I'm not gonna lie, man, I was forcing myself to not pay attention to it, to ignore everything that's going on. But as of lately, I've been developing somewhat of what I believe to be a spiritual connection with Junior. And I personally feel like the reason why I can't just sleep and lay down and not worry about it is because he's my son. But I know that it's my job to find out if he's my son or not. It's just hard because I wish that she was able to work with me as an adult.
So y'all had that conversation. She's not willing to take the DNA test.
So, Julian was born September 3rd, 2023. I seen Krishan September 2nd, 2023. I was with her, right, in her water boat. She never started acting a specific type of way until Julian was born. But Krishan is the type of person, whenever she starts to lack control, she starts lashing out. I'm not a controllable type of guy that rubbed her the wrong way and things, I guess if you want to say, escalated.
You think that she doesn't want to, get a DNA test or possibly find out the baby is not blue faces because she wants to stay in blue faces good graces?
What you think? That's a dumbass question.
Yes, but also I feel like she wants to be famous that bad that she's willing to disregard Julian's biological father to attach him to blue in hopes of staying relevant.
This show, either he dumb, which he is kind of dumb. He got some sense, but he's still dumb. Or he just full of shit, because, bro, you can't sit up here and tell me, oh, she always had that star power. She always had that. And then turn around and say, she didn't even let you find out if that was your baby, which is because she's scared that without Blueface, she ain't gonna be shit, boy. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up.
She lacks is an understanding that if she be a mother to the fullest extent, the fullest capacity, and she be Krishan Rock like she's always been, she's going to be successful. She doesn't need Blueface to be Krishan Rock. She's already Krishan Rock, but she's such a die-hard, loyal type of girl. I feel like she admires this guy so much for what he did for her career, as far as putting her on the next level, the next pedestal. She can't.
If a person is a die-hard loyal and they a freaking woman and had a child, ain't nobody in the world they gonna be more loyal to than their own kid. This nigga just talking in circles. He's just saying shit.
She can't move past
He's just saying shit.
Because she's a loyal type of person.
He's saying shit,
She
trying
may
to
not
find
be loyal
excuses
to
for this
you
bitch.
in the sense of, oh, I ain't gonna get this pussy up. But if you do something highly beneficial to her career, she will do right by you, and she will respect you, and she will walk on eggshells when it comes to you. And that's just the type of person she is, so that's why I think it's potentially so hard for her to just come out and like, hey, this is Ronnie's kid, because now we got her $1 billion baby is going to go from allegedly $1 million baby, whatever, to a $0 baby. And it's kind of disrespectful, and it's kind of degrading, because why is Julian's value going to zero just because he's my son? He's still $1 billion baby. He's still $1 million baby.
Yeah.
He's just not a blue-faced baby. So what I'm not understanding is why people keep trying to play on my intelligence. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on. And I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to address it. However, I need people to stop telling me I'm clout chasing. I need people to stop making me feel less of a man for trying to establish paternity. Whether the paternity is in my favor, his favor, their favor, whoever favor. Once I establish the paternity, without it having anything to do with Zeus, I can move on. because I got my clarity. But right now, ain't no brakes. It's all gas, no brakes. Until I see the paper saying that you are or you are not the father, I'm not going to chill. Julia, when I was at Arundel Mills Mall, Julia was in that mall in a baby outfit, right? But Julia ain't had no blanket. Julia ain't had no coat. Julia ain't had no hoodie. It's cold as shit outside on Black Friday. It was cold as shit outside. Julia's out there with nothing, man. He ain't got no blanket. He ain't got no heater. He ain't had no stroller. And it's concerning when people are keep excusing this baby boy's health with a messed up individual. People are sitting here making it seem like it's okay for the way that this girl is treating Julia. This girl dead wrong.
He mean that shit from the bottom of his heart.
She's not addressing this kid's health. She's not taking it serious. This girl had this baby with the intention of keeping the nigga. The baby ain't gonna keep the nigga. The money is going with keeping the nigga.
Could tell the truth, man.
Don't let that go over your head. And I'm not going to lay down and be the man that be like, oh, I'm not on the birth certificate. Kid's expensive. It ain't my problem. No.
And
because Julia is suffering.
Man. And that nigga.
Julia is suffering every
That baby got special needs on top of that. Like, get the fuck.
day. He around her family. They full of molesters, rapists, killers, and some more shit. I remember Krishan telling me her granddad used to make all of them. No, her grandmother used to make all of the girls lay down in the bed in a gown with no underwear. Letting their grandfather go play in their goodies. Chastity Malone, or whatever her name is, Chastity has the CPS looking for her right now, as we speak. Chastity got the CPS looking for her because she can't keep her kids from eating dope. Chastity got charges from the Child Protective Services of the state of Maryland, whoever charged people. The CPS is looking for her right now because she like to let her kids eat dope.
Is that allegedly?
No.
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 You just want to say to be safe?
Well, we can say allegedly, but this is public record in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
So you can Maryland case search it.
I just go back to make sure we good.
This
Y'all
is
hit that light. Hit that light.
record in the state of Maryland.
Hit the light.
Maryland, you can case search somebody by their first and last name.
Chastity you can feel that coming out of his spirit.
Has charges for letting her kids eat heroin cut with fentanyl.
Crazy.
She has charges for letting her kids eat methadone.
That's crazy, bro.
And this is the individual that y'all have around Krishan, that y'all have around Julia.
That's crazy.
And I'm supposed to be all right with that?
Wait a minute.
That's just one individual.
Is that the one touch?
We got another individual who's highly red flagged. Tessa. Her sister Tessa. Tessa act like she a chef of Chocolate City. She be through Longwood and Dukeland. She used to have a little house in Chocolate City in the Jets. She used to sell dinners out her backyard.
Introducing the X-Tool Apparel Printer.
This
it's
dude,
the all-in-one solution for your apparel printing needs.
This dude was taken off this earth by Krishan and people associated with her. They had to get rid of him. Hold on, cancel, bruh. What you doing? Because they did not like him exposing them like that. And the plot that they have for Krishan to link up with Blueface must continue. And they told Blueface that he have to claim. Come on, y'all. You know good and hell well that by this point, okay, by this point, him going to Blueface going to prison was punishment. And to let him know, nah, you don't have an option to not claim Junior. You gonna claim him.
So it's so messed up in the head. She tried to discipline her son.
Come get me, you snagger-tooth
And it
bitch.
resulted in her biting his nose.
Because you know it's the truth.
Her son lost
I'm
skin
gonna lay it
from
all
his
out.
nose.
All of it.
Because his own mother bit his nose. This is some crazy shit. This is some fucked up shit.
They some heels have eyes type motherfuckers.
Some shit that I don't even like speaking on. And it's fucked up because I can't just sit and let Junior suffer.
Let me ask you, you spoke on it, touched on it. What the fuck happened Black Friday, man? It was everywhere, man. Clips of the altercation situation was all over social media. Break down what happened, dog.
I got a message. I got a call from somebody. Somebody said, yo, your baby mother in the mall, she got your son. Pull up to the mall, walk around the mall a few times, never seen her. I got a case going on of me trying to establish paternity, trying to serve her these papers. She's evading these papers, which is why she called the police on me. I can't directly serve her, so I'm trying to have someone serve her. That was my attempt at the mall, which was blown out of proportion, which is all over the internet. So, she hit me.
She set this dude up. She set him up. She called him to the mall. She set him up because she wanted the public to do exactly what y'all little rock tars would do and did. Jump all over him, get all on his case. She want to act like, oh, I don't know him. Oh, he's a stalker. Oh, he's crazy. He's going to hurt me. I'm scared. So y'all can stay on his case. Or he go to jail. Whichever one found by her. And it worked. The way y'all jumped on this nigga is crazy because you just trusted this snagger-tooth ass, retarded ass bitch. That's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Excuse me. So my cousin hit me.
That baby look just like this.
He's like, yo, I see your baby mother. I see Junior. They in the mall. Hang up on him, go to the mall. Walk around the mall a few times, didn't run into her. It just so happens that I checked my Instagram DM. When I checked my Instagram DM, there's a text saying Subway Hanover, which is the subway inside of Rundle Mills Mall, which is where I found her.
That was Krishan.
She basically talking to me from a third-party account. She makes fake pages to keep herself in the algorithm. She makes fake pages, like, comment, share from fake pages to keep herself in the algorithm.
Yeah, snagger-tooth bitch.
That's what she does.
Be in the comment section arguing with people and shit. When you see people in the comment section that sound like, damn, they taking they going hard for this chick and don't even know who she is. 9 times out of 10, that's her punk ass. Crackhead ass bitch.
I done work social media. So what she did, I'm getting off track, man. Help me flight. I'm
Yeah. The night of Black Friday, man, at the mall.
So I found her at Subway. She sent me the DM saying like, "Oh, go live," and blah 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 blah. So I'm like, the fuck? Why is a burner account telling me to go live, telling me Subway, blah 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 blah? So I'm like, all right, somebody running a play on me. I know this Krishan. Telling me to come to Subway. I know it's Krishan. Telling me to go live and look for it.
Yeah, you went, dummy.
I know it's Krishan.
You did exactly that.
I go to Subway. Guess who I find? Krishan. I found Krishan. And guess who else I found? Junior. I found Krishan and Junior. And when I found Krishan and Junior, I looked at them. Krishan acted like she did not know me. In reverse. She acted like she did not know me. Ran into the storage room.
That's a deadly bitch.
Tried to hit me with a rack of bread. Bunch of footlongs. Italian herb and cheese. Wheat bread. Flat bread. All that shit.
They gonna have all these damn Dateline specials on this bitch. Just like they do on the Man Eater. I gotta do a show about her. Matter of fact, before we go into part 2, because technically I guess this is the intro. I ain't gonna call it part 1, but it's the intro into the Ronnie Doe Marathon. Yes, we having a marathon on this situation. If I don't do nothing else. We gonna talk about the Man Eater. And I'm gonna show you how after this woman was convicted of killing 6 people, confessed to killing 7, men, all men, people still be in the comment sections feeling sorry for her, copping for her, just like y'all be doing Krishan. Oh, she had a rough life. Bitch, my life was worse than Krishan's. And I'm not out here acting like her. Fuck out of here.
She tried to hit me with a rack of bread.
Worse than hers. Fuck out of here.
$5 for long.
This nigga tripping. Junior, your daddy crazy.
But man, she tried to hit me with the rack of bread, man. So that's why I had my phone out. Because it's he say, she say. So now it's your word versus my word. So fortunately, I had that phone out. Showed everything that happened. If anybody goes to the video on my page, you can see when my arm, like when the camera shakes for a second, that's when I got hit by, the rack of bread.
I remember the look on that whole face. Act like she ain't know who this nigga is.
Her friend Crystal was there. Crystal was holding Junior. Crystal walked from the back of the Subway, which is where like the cleaning and sinking and all this extra stuff. She walks to the registers and passes Junior over the register to the rest of their posse in an attempt to make it seem like, oh, I'm trying to grab him, like I'm trying to swab him, like I'm trying to do anything aggressive to Junior. I never attempted to grab Junior. I never attempted to touch Krishan. I completely kept my composure and kept my hands to myself. Krishan starts pulling the Uno reverse. I don't know you. I don't know you. Security. He's harassing me. He's harassing me. So, we behind the counter in Subway. They put the cheesesteaks together, Italian cold cut, chicken bacon ranch. They putting shit together. Why are we back here? We don't got no business back here. We're loitering. We're trespassing. Let's dip. I'm the only logical thinking adult. So I say, you know what? This ain't got nothing to do with Subway. They trying to make footlongs and shit. But we ain't getting no footlongs. Let's get out of here. So we got about a Subway. Okay, cool. We find the nearest entry exit point. Arundel Mills Mall to the point now is set up at every perimeter with security and police due to the rise of crime in DC, Maryland, Virginia, especially with our youth. The crime is crazy right now. It's only going up. So, long story, I say all that
that
to
was
say,
like 9 months
to
ago.
the mall, you have to
And Trump
provide an ID or you can't be in there. 18 or over to be by yourself, 21 and over to have people with you plus ones. If you're not 18, you're not coming in the mall. And that's what it is. You come in there if you want, you're gonna get locked up for loitering, trespassing. Play if you want. They're not playing out there and will lock you up. So we go to the nearest exit entry and there's a security and police. She tells the police, he's harassing me, he's stalking me, he's harassing me, I don't know him, he's harassing me. So now, I'm like, I'm appalled.
You appalled?
I am.
I mean, you should have been appalled.
Like, highly, and when I say highly, I mean highly.
Yeah, you took a body for her.
Disappointed.
You took a body for her.
I watched this girl say she don't know me. I watched this girl say that I'm stalking her, harassing her.
She evil.
And I watched this girl talk to the pigs.
She evil.
In my face all at once. Yes, I was devastated, disappointed, angry, frustrated, hurt. I was all of that. And she got security and law enforcement involved. At that point, when they got involved, I had to de-escalate the situation. I'm on probation. If I catch any charges or get in any criminal contact with the police, you know what that means? Back to the slam and no MC Hammer. Already been there. I'm not going back. So,
Well, you never been there before.
So you ain't catch no charge that night?
No.
Good.
But
I guess they chose Plan B.
somehow, that situation, so when she went to the police and the security, they initially knew who she was for Sean Rock. She had her chain on, all that. The security guard knew who she was, felt the need to protect her. Boom. From the gate, he get physical with me, putting his hands on me. Move. Go this way, let's go outside. Threatened me to come outside, saying he going to do this to
And
me.
that's
gonna do that
exactly
to me,
what
gonna
she
do this to
wanted.
me,
She
that to me.
set him up knowing he going back to prison. Because she didn't want him to break out the fact that this baby, who looked just like him anyway, is his. And when he didn't go to prison, then they sent him to hell, heaven, or wherever y'all think he is in the afterlife.
Where I'm from, we don't talk. We step, ask questions later. With that being said, I'm not going outside with you, bro. Why? Because all you're going to do is call the police, and all you're going to do is get me locked up, and all you're going to do is help me not get my paternity for my son. So I had to pull a chess move. Yeah, I'm embarrassed. Yeah, I am, somewhat ashamed for just how that whole situation went down. I never want to make it seem like I'm potentially putting Junior in danger, or myself, or anybody else. And unfortunately, that's how that situation went. I went to address something as an adult, and I met up with some kids. And instead of the problem being resolved as it could have been privately, it's became a bigger problem, a more amplified problem, a problem with a bigger microscope that makes you wonder, like, all right, what's really going on here? So, at the mall, I was trying to see Krishan and my son to see if I could address things away from the internet in a private manner and fast, expeditiously. I'll pay for it. She wasn't hearing none of that. She wasn't feeling none of that. And she wasn't with none of that. So, she just passed her. And
Big that shit.
My train.
Nah, you good. Hey, look here, man. So, I got exactly what you're saying. And you did bring clarity to the situation. You went there as an adult and you met up with some kids. That's a great summary.
Yeah, man. So I was being threatened by the security. I was being tested to get out of character with somebody that I know ain't on my level. And the security guard ain't on my level. The security guard, I'm not better than him, I'm not judging him, but that security guard, he ain't where I am mentally, physically, spiritually, or none of that. So, with that being said, I was just frustrated the way that everything played out. I didn't put my hands on nobody, didn't touch nobody, and I ultimately was pushed over some water and fell on my behind. And to everybody it's funny, but to me, I'm just trying to establish paternity. I'm just trying to see if this boy is mine or not. I'm just trying to see if he's okay. I'm just trying to see if we can resolve this without anything escalating or getting out of hand. Because at the end of the day, it's a human. At the end of the day, it's a baby that is involved. And he don't deserve none of this. He don't deserve to be manipulated. He don't deserve to be exploited. None of this. And
Nah, it was good, bro. But that's heavy. It's real heavy, man. Shit. I wish you the best of luck with the situation, man. And if it's worth anything, man, seeing you in person and hearing you in person, I feel like you're a genuine dude. I don't see no clout chasing whatsoever, man. And I hope, everything work out regardless if Junior's yours or not, man. We appreciate you sliding through. Yeah, man, we're going to definitely get you back up here. We're going to definitely get some more work in. Tell the people they can find you.
Yeah, man, I'm on YouTube at Prophet Ronnie. I'm on Instagram at Ronnie.dope. I just want to let y'all know, man, don't ever forget, it's a privilege to be a parent. It's a privilege to be a parent.
You say so.
Junior's future.
Y'all hit that like button. This
Junior's life.
Prelude to the marathon.
It doesn't need to depend on a career. Junior deserves to know his potential biological family without anybody's career being in consideration. We should be putting this child first. We should be putting this boy first. And I just want to let y'all know whether it go my way or if it don't go my way. I just need closure. And I know everybody won't understand it, Everybody don't have a father. Everybody ain't a stand-up individual. However, I'm doing this to save Junior. I'm doing this to bring light to child neglect, bring light to child abuse, bring light to the false prophets that are dwelling amongst us, that are inspiring our community. I don't want our community, and I definitely don't want Junior to be dealt the unfortunate side of the cards. And unfortunately, it seems like that's the way that this is going. So with that being said, I just want to let everybody know, man, that we're going to save Junior and we're going to get it done. Whether it's through a court order or God's order.
Well,
it's going to get done. And Junior will be saved, whether he's mine, Blues, or whose. So, thank you, Flight, for having me. Thank you for giving me a platform to shed light on my situation.
Crazy.
Thank you for everybody.
That's crazy.
Somewhat listening, somewhat trying to give me a chance to be there for Junior. Mm-hmm. All I want to do is be there for Junior and help him develop into the beautiful young man that he is. And
that was a good interview. Shout out to whoever that person is on that channel for interviewing him. That was a good interview. And the aesthetics is amazing. You know, it just so happened that his bomber, his whole get up just blend in with the logo and everything. I don't know if they chose the color, you know, specific to what he got going on, but the whole, it's aesthetically pleasing. The only thing that's crazy about it is that plastic bottle on that Popeye's cup, but he did his thing. To me, this is one of the most powerful, this is definitely, to me, is the most powerful interviews that he's done. It was formal. It was mainly, you know, him talking, not having to combat against nobody. You can hear the highs, the lows, the emotions of it all. And he underplayed himself. He undercut himself. This boy, he had that same star power that he claimed she had. He definitely had it. Definitely. It's just, it's real crazy that this man was on a crusade for his own child. And he was on a crusade for this child, whether the child was his or not. And that he was murdered in cold blood. Krishan come out here talking about Zeus Network and them are satanic, they're evil, they're demonic. And y'all watch her prove time and time again that she is the one who is satanic, evil, and demonic. There's something wrong with y'all. Something is wrong with this world, period.
Linking back up with Krishan, I'm not a bitter ex that's trying to get that old thing back. I literally just want the best for this boy. And you can hate me for it, or you can love me for it. Mm-hmm. But
you don't want that crusty
with
bitch.
God with me, nothing can stand against me. And it's sincerely for profit. Follow me at Ronnie.do on Instagram, Prophet Ronnie on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. Mom.
Boom, we out, man.
FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, just dropped something big. Introducing FanDuel Picks. The easiest way to get in on the action is live now. Pick your favorite players and predict more or less for a chance to win up to 1,000 times your money. Track your picks live and stay in the action. No salary caps, no complex rules. Just pick, predict, and win. New customers, play $5, get $60 in bonus credit. Download now. FanDuel Picks. Just pick, predict, and win.
Tired of chronic stomach issues after eating? Ask if it could be EPI, a condition where the body doesn't make enough enzymes to properly digest food. With every meal and snack, take control. Pancrease, ease the symptoms of EPI. Ask a doctor if pancrease can help. Important safety information for pancrease. Pancrease is a prescription medicine that helps people digest food when their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Take pancrease exactly as prescribed, usually with meals or snacks. Swallow the capsules whole or sprinkle on soft food like applesauce. Some patients may experience mouth irritation if not swallowed properly, allergic reactions like rash or trouble breathing, and higher uric acid levels, which can trigger joint pain or worsen gout, especially if you have kidney problems. In rare cases, pancrease may cause a serious bowel issue called fibrosing colonopathy. This has mostly been seen in children with cystic fibrosis taking high doses for a long time. A type of bowel narrowing has also been reported in kids under 12. The most common side effects are stomach pain and gas. Do not take pancrease
This is
if you're
interesting.
allergic.
Now,
Talk about this story in a minute.
shut your ass up. Now, he said Ronnie Dado on Instagram. The only Ronnie I see on Instagram, Ronnie Dado, don't have, it has 0 posts and all that. Now, I know good and hell well if he was active. Now, I got everything I need. But I'm just saying though, I'm gonna have to try for some from some other accounts first. But it looks like once they killed him, they probably trying to erase shit that he posted. Because where is the Instagram account that he had? Because I know he was on there screaming out. Ain't no way. Especially when you're telling people to follow him. And I don't see, I see one Ronnie Dado and that shit got 118 followers and 0 posts. Now when I look at the followers, this look like it might have been his right here. And they erased it, cuz. See. Yeah, it look like they erased it. Right. I see you. Okay. Interesting. Let me look at something else. Let's see. Okay, I don't think I've seen that. So let me check that out. I don't think I've seen that, but it's crazy. It's too many AI troll fake pages out here. It's just ridiculous. If y'all would stop listening to these AI pages, stop clicking on them. From the beginning, this evasion would not have happened. And next thing you know, everything is just gonna be fucking singularity. And it's like, y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out. I already got everything that I know I want to show. But check this out. I'm gonna give y'all something to go with. I think I'm gonna probably end everyone with this right here, what I'm about to show you. And when I come back and I do part 1, because this is just like the preview. But when I come and I start over with part 1, you will be seeing this interview again. For sure. This interview is like an integral part of it all. But where in the world is, let me find it, y'all. Let me find that, rewind that, and find that. Okay. Sometimes this is interesting. Where is it? Where is it? I'm actually surprised that a lot of the times that he spoke are still actually up on the internet. I'm really surprised with that. But they are for whatever reason. They didn't scrub it. So yeah, shout out to Top Flight for doing this, Top Flight TV, for doing the interview with him and then allowing him to get his shit off, because he would have been good at this too. But he did a little song called "It Wasn't Real" after he did his interview.
That shit on TNT.
I'm your daddy right here.
When you walked in my life, that shit really turned to a mess. And now I gave you the deuces, and I wish your ass the best. And if you try to come back, I'ma have to stand on you. I wanna win on you. I was always there for you. And you took that shit for granted, now you lost me. And I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you. You wasn't real with me. And now I'm just reminiscing, I'm just staring at our pics. I know I'm thinking back, and now I realize you wasn't shit. My whole family told me you need to watch out for that little bitch. I didn't listen, and I was here. I really went out to Cali just to upgrade you. But you took that shit for granted, now you a stranger. I tried to come through and save you, but I can't save you. I need my paper, I'll see you later. When you walked in my life, that shit really turned to a mess. And now I gave you the deuces, and I wish your ass the best. And if you try to come back, I'ma have to stand on you. I wanna win on you. I was always there for you. And you took that shit for granted, now you lost me. And I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you. You wasn't real with me. 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 You wasn't there for me. I kept it real. Now you see how it feel. I'm always there for you.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Cause for sure, we're gonna do that Ronnie Doe marathon. And listen, as soon as I get up off of here, I'm gonna do a little commercial. Okay?
If you live in Georgia and have a good driving record, you're being scammed by big auto insurance. Listen up. I don't care if you think you have good insurance rates. The truth is you don't. For those who don't know, my name is Jimmy Williams, and I was a senior executive at one of the biggest insurance companies. I got bad news and good news for my Georgia family. The bad news: your car insurance company is stealing at least $200 from you every single month. That's $2,400 a year they're keeping from your family. And they're laughing at you while they do it. For 30 years as an exec, I helped them rob people just like you. Inside our offices, we had a name for Georgia drivers: the ATM machine. Why? Because you're forced by law to have insurance. And they know exactly how to